Pink slip.
Yeah. Oh
Um,
God, that's so funny.
cool.
We should
Yeah.
totally make a
So,
theme character.
welcome Sal to the game.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to do a quick recap? Because I know Dave wasn't here last week, and Sal hasn't been here for the last year and a half. So,
Yeah. I don't know if we have time to go that far back, but
no, let's just do like recent
okay.
events.
Oh, actually, yeah, we can bullet point it. Okay, so game started. This whole area that we're in right now in the game was being terrorized by a white dragon. So that's kind of why we got summoned there. We did a bunch of dope shit. Eventually, fucking after months and months and months, kill the fucking dragon. My character dies in the process. Then we have like a fucking time skip where it's like, 6 months or 8 months after that. And my new character joins up. We're chilling. We're trying to help actually revitalize this other town in the area and in the south. It's like all fucked up. So it's like hella construction and stuff like that. And we're trying to just assist them any way possible. And one of the things we got sent back to the old town that we were fucking around in, and we like discovered a plot that this cult that we thought we had pretty much eradicated is attempting to poison the town, like by poisoning their water holes, their wells and shit, and is doing it with the assistance of the old mayor, who's like always been a piece of shit and has been doing shady shit forever. In fact, his dad got killed by by David Roddy's original group like 20 years in the past. So we just figured that out. We just spoke to that dude's brother who's like head of the town council, and we're about to go confront that dude. His name's Harbin Wester Jr. at this castle that he's in. We're actually en route right now. Also, we are trying to recover a really valuable stolen sword that is owned by the innkeeper. It used to be owned by Ronnie's original character, who was like this badass adventurer. It was stolen by this fucking greasy dude named Skeel, who is like working with the cult and that dude. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We pretty much found out that Harbin Wester Jr. is a piece of shit, but he's kind of being manipulated by the cult and kind of he's trying to use them to gain power in the town again, but they're using him. And so we're kind of going to get more answers and to probably fuck that other guy up and take the sword back. That's
Cool.
it.
Do you have Owlbear Rodeo open on your computer, Cell? I posted the link in the Discord. That's how we
You posted it?
yeah, it's like the map. That's how we we'll use the battle
Is
map.
it
I
under the
didn't see it,
main
bro.
dungeon?
Yeah, under the main dungeon.
Let me see. No,
I
I
don't.
just saw. Is it
Are you sure you posted, Ronnie? I don't see it.
I thought
Yeah.
it, but maybe not.
No, you just posted me your campaign for D&D and Beyond and the Zoom Cloud link. That's all I have.
Yeah, only he's okay. There we go.
Yeah, I just posted it. So the way we usually just play, just so you know, Sal, you use your character sheet on D&D Beyond. And I'm sure Dave went over a lot of that with you. Like you can click on any of the like numbers, and it'll automatically roll the dice for you. So there'll be times where like your character will be trying to do something, and I'll say like, "Cool, give me like an intimidation check." And if you click on the like plus whatever your intimidation is, it'll automatically roll a d20 and then add the appropriate bonuses and stuff for that for you. So it does it all for you is my point. But
okay.
as the map goes, we only really use it like when we're in social or like combat encounters or like when you're in a dungeon exploring. A lot of the like downtime in between is just kind of like us talking to each other. So you don't there's not going to constantly be a map. I try to have some available, but I'm not like artistic enough to make maps myself, so I just find ones online that I can use and do that. But yeah, so let's start off right off the bat. Actually, do you have an image for your character at all?
Not yet.
Okay. I'm going to use one for you then. Give me a second. I'm going to send you a link later. There's this website called Hero Forge, and it like lets you create your character basically. Oh, what happened?
Bro, Alexa Grasso is the fucking champ.
No way.
I swear to fucking God, she subbed her. in the fourth.
No way.
Dude, she fought it for like a full minute and she finally got her, bro.
What kind
She
of stuff?
fucking RNC'd her.
Damn. No, dude. I never thought Alexa Grasso.
Never, no. I saw that fight get announced. Was like, oh, it sucks for
I
her.
love Alexa Grasso. Like,
Same.
I would let
Same.
her take me to lunch.
100%. Dude.
That's wild. Good for her.
Wow.
Good for Mexico.
Fuck yeah, Viva Mexico, bro. That's the first female Mexican champion.
Yeah.
Bro, that's so sick.
Wild.
Fuck yeah.
That's fucking cool.
Mexico's just rolling the lower weight classes right now.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna send you a link to that website later.
I'm already on it, bro.
Okay. Do that on your own time. Create your character. You can do it as we're playing. I don't fucking care. Or you can do it later. It's up to you. But
What, his token?
Yeah, once you're done making it, let me know or send me the link so I can create your own custom token based on the character you make. So in the meantime, I'll just use like a generic one. Let me just download one real quick.
I can throw it on there. What is he?
He's a half orc barbarian.
Barbarian. Okay. I'll throw a barbarian one on there.
I got some here. I just gotta get
Okay. I'm just gonna use the regular ones from Albert.
Oh, those are whack, bro.
So
Well,
what?
if he's in the process of making one, then it's just a placeholder, you know.
Yeah, but we can use a cool one as a placeholder.
Oh, mama's way.
Okay, wait until you see this token. You're gonna be like, "Damn, that's sick." I'm gonna be like, "Told you."
What's your character's name, Sal?
I have not. I think I'm just gonna go off
Music.
my D&D Beyond name.
Dope.
Paopius.
Dope. Hell yeah.
Paopius. Yeah. Paopeus.
Hell yeah.
Just a play on my nickname.
There you go.
Yeah, mine was Ronster.
Yeah.
Ronster Royce. I'm sorry.
Ronster Royson, yeah. Yo, this fucking Golden State cider is legit. It's like the ginger grass one, bro. So good. Damn. Yo, Edgar, that was probably the best Bloody Mary I've had in a super long time at brunch this morning.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't tried any of the alcoholic drinks at Breakfast Republic, to be honest.
Dude, that place was really good.
It's solid. Next time, try the burger. It was really good.
Okay.
Because it had like, it was a burger obviously, but then it had like the egg on it, had a weenie on it, like a sausage.
Oh shit. Well, so I was trying to do it because I wanted to compare it to the mission 1-to-1. Yeah. That was like the first thing I ever ordered.
Yeah.
Was that chilaquiles. So I was like, all right,
Gotcha.
let's compare them. I did like the sauce for like the salsa they used at Breakfast Republic better, but obviously the portions are way superior at the mission because they just give you fucking a gallon of chilaquiles to eat. They go, fucking here you go, bro. That's what you wanted. Yeah, I haven't had that flavor yet. Is it good?
Yeah, it's really good.
Fuck
Come
yeah.
on, fuck
I almost got
yes.
that on the way home, but I settled for a C4. Got that
Is it the
frozen-
C4s? I think the C4s I can't do because it gives you a little bit of that like buzz.
Oh yeah, it gives you like the beta alanine fucking
Yeah, hate that.
tingles, bro. I
Hate
same.
Cool items.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't mind it if I know I'm gonna work out. Like if
Yeah.
I'm like legit gonna work out, fine. But just for like an energy drink, like why?
No.
How do you spell your character's name?
Paopeus.
UPDOG.
What?
Up dog, bro. Oh shit, new map. Damn, that fool looks dope.
Told
You're
you. What did I
you're
fucking
right.
say? Remember when I was like, "You're
Right.
gonna see it," and be like, "Damn, that's dope."
I don't see it.
It's on Owlbear. Do you see it?
This
I'm
is the
on
one.
Bottom.
This is the one I was gonna
Bottom
use.
That's what I'm saying. That's just whack.
Yeah, that one is stupid.
How do I click on it
Um,
to make it bigger?
You can like scale with your mouse, I believe. You can like.
Oh yeah, yeah. So use the ball, the track
Come on, Albert. I don't see
I'll
it.
You guys
I
aren't
I see his token. I just don't see ours.
I can drop down Gark from the Bird Dust Till Dawn.
There you go.
Oh,
Look at him,
damn.
look at him.
Who the fuck is the
Ooh.
Hulk down here?
It's a handsome dude.
Ooh.
cool. All right, guys. Sal, you are Palpals or whatever, Palpuus. How do you pronounce that?
Pow pows.
Palpuus?
Pow pow or
Damn.
pow puss. That's not
Palpuus?
neither are great.
Alpius.
Palpuus. All right,
Ow.
Paupius.
There you go.
cool.
Pow puss.
As you are heading through the forest that you know to be the like ancestral grounds of your clan, of your like ancestral line. This is an area that you're very familiar with. You have spent your life growing up in this area, fighting in this area, hunting in this area. You know it like the back of your hand. As you are heading down this trail, you come across two horses lying dead in the ground. What does I forgot how to say it? Palpius?
Paupius.
What does Palpius do?
Goes to examine them, see what the cause of death was.
Cool. Give me an investigation check. So on your character sheet, click on the number where it says next to investigation.
All right. Uh, 17 plus 1.
Cool. 17 plus 1 is an
Nice.
18 overall. That is definitely a success. As you're looking over these dead horses, you see that there are several black arrows with black feathers sticking out of them. These horses were definitely killed. And as you look around, it looks like the riders themselves were either thrown from the horses or dragged away. There appears to be a sign of scuffle in the area. How do you proceed?
I'd say I'd follow the tracks if there is any.
As you are looking around, you definitely notice there are a pair of or several tracks. There are several smaller tracks in the area, and it definitely looks like there were bodies that were dragged away. Let me see. What is your passive perception?
So on your character sheet, it's gonna be below the saving throws cell. So where all the saving throw boxes, below that, it says senses. And then it says passive whiz perception.
Okay.
Oh shit. Look who it is.
Hey.
Kitty time.
That's a
Cat
smaller
cam.
cat.
Four there.
Cat camp.
That's not a roll, that's just four. What do you have there?
All right. So on passive whiz perception, I have 11.
Cool. Give me 1 second while I do some things.
I'm gonna switch the audio to not through Albert and through Zoom instead.
Cool.
All right. Yeah. As you are looking around the area, you see the arrows sticking out of the horses. You can tell just by looking at them that they've been dead for a bit, but not long. The tracks on the road look and feel fresh. You gather that whoever did this or whatever happened, it's probably nearby. As you're starting to piece it together, you hear as arrows come flying at you.
I hear what? I'm sorry, Dad.
You
It
hear
cut out.
sorry, yeah, sometimes it doesn't pick up.
Yeah.
You hear the sound of arrows shooting by your head.
Okay.
You hear the arrows hitting the ground next to you. What is your AC?
That's your armor class, so
15.
perfect.
15, perfect.
Told you he
Okay.
was gonna pick it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Already better than some of the other players.
Can you guys hear the music, by the way?
I can't hear it.
No?
I can't hear it.
Let me try something else.
I'm sorry, what was your AC?
15.
15, perfect. So as you hear a couple arrows shoot past you, you feel this sharp pain in your shoulder as you look down and you see that there's an arrow sticking out of your shoulder as 4 goblins are now coming out of the bushes, 4 of them with arrows pointing at you. I need you to go ahead and roll an initiative check.
I think he might have advantage.
On initiative?
Yeah. He
Because
has,
of barbarian stuff?
in certain scenarios, I think he gets advantage on his initiative, but I have to see his features and traits properly.
Cool. Go into his
Oh yeah, I can just pull one off.
Mhm.
Do this. I'll just go.
You can check it on a D&D, or do I need to share my screen?
No, I can see it.
Yeah, we can get it real quick. So he has
advantage on initiative checks.
Feral Instinct. You
Yeah.
have advantage on initiative rolls. Also, if you're
Sick.
surprised at the beginning of combat but not incapacitated, you can act normally.
Cool. I would say that normally you would be surprised, but in this scenario, because of that trait, you are not surprised. So sometimes what happens, Cell, is your characters have certain like ability scores to figure things out. Your passive perception is what I asked you was an 11. So what I did on my end as the DM, I rolled a stealth check for my goblins to see if you noticed them, and they scored higher than your passive perception, so you didn't notice them. Now they went ahead and are ambushing you now and are attacking you. But because of your trait or whatever that is, you're not surprised. Now, normally, if it was like Andre or David's character for some reason and they were surprised, they would have to skip their first turn. But because of your trait, you don't have to do that. So go ahead and roll, right click on the initiative where it says +1. And then you should be able to do it with advantage. And
Do you see an initiative next to your armor class?
yeah.
Right click it.
Right
and
click.
Show a green little thing that says advantage. Click on it and then click it, and you'll get 2 rolls, and you get the better of the 2.
Yeah.
So then I click roll after clicking advantage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Cool.
Perfect. Damn. 2 and a 17.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So just a quick.
I don't even know what that
Fucking
means.
sick.
Yeah.
It means you really rocked that advantage, because with that 2 would have been.
So what happens is normally whenever you have to do a check, you roll a d20, which is we roll for most of these things, and it does it for you automatically. Now there are certain times where I'll tell you to do so with advantage, and what that means is you roll 2 d20, and so whenever you do an advantage roll, you just right click on it and it lets you do it that way automatically. And what happens is it basically gives you double the opportunity to succeed. So like you rolled a 2 and a 17. And what happens is when you roll advantage, you take whatever the highest score is. So since 2 was the lower, you just ignore it. So your score is the 17 + 1.
Got it.
Now, sometimes something will happen where you'll have disadvantage. And I'll ask you to roll something with disadvantage, and it's basically the same concept but opposite. You take the lower of the numbers and you toss the high one.
All right.
So in this case, you rolled an 18. That's great. You actually get to move first. So you are up. It's your turn first. What are you doing? You're in combat now. Oh, sorry.
There's no goblins.
Yeah, I know. I realized.
What's his speed?
So while he's putting he has 40 speed actually, because he's
Oh shit.
has the barbarian thing going.
Nice.
So like a couple of things you can do on like your turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can start raging, which is always kind of a good option, honestly, for barbarians, because you'll deal more damage, you'll take less damage. Like there's a lot of benefits for you, but you can also move up to 40 feet. And if you're on Owlbear, there's on there. So like there's one that has like a little, it looks like a triangle, like a little measuring triangle. So like right now, if you look at the distance from you to Brunt, if you measure it, you're 30 feet, although there's a cliff there or something.
Is that a ledge or?
And like
Yeah, that is a ledge.
You potentially, if that ledge wasn't there, like you could basically run up to him and start hitting him. The ledge, I don't know how big the ledge is or how Ronnie's going to treat it, but like, so a couple of examples of things you can do on your turn is you can move, right? You have up to 40 feet to move, and then you could attack. You could also, you know, position yourself in a certain way where like you're basically cornering them, and if they run away, you can hit them. So you kind of have that going as well. And like I said, you could rage, which is always a good idea for barbarians. But if you just run up and start smacking them, you can hit them twice because of your class. So you could do 2 attacks and try to kill them, basically, you know?
I can only attack one goblin at a time, right? Or
No, so
Let's take a look at your character sheet. Let me pull it up real quick.
I haven't explained the whole like disengage or opportunity yet.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just go through what a normal combat
Okay.
phase is. So in combat, you have 3 different things you can do. You always have an action, which can be attack, it can be like hide, you can dash. What are some of the other ones? Disengage.
Yep.
And we can get into the rules of that later.
You can try to like grapple someone too.
Yeah.
Technically.
But yeah, if you go through your character sheet, you'll see that there's a list of things that you can do on. So you get an action every round, you get a bonus action every round, and you get a reaction every round.
And movement.
You also have movement. Now, your character can move up to 40 feet.
Which is more than the normal. Normally, like I can only move like 30 feet.
Yeah.
So you have a little bit of extra movement because you're not wearing armor. Remember, I was telling you how important it is that you don't wear armor?
yeah.
Like your guy is all about like light armor, if any, like not wearing a lot and just being mobile and fucking shit up. That's your guy.
Yeah. So if you on your character sheet, if you look right here, you'll see the actions tab. You can see what your actions are. You can attack, and you get 2 attacks per action. Now to attack somebody with your great axe, you have to be within 5 feet of them. So that means you'd have to like run up and try to get close to them. Now a bonus action is you have 2 weapon fighting. If you're holding 2 weapons, you can attack with the second one as a bonus action. It also says, your actions. Your actions would be attack, cast a spell, dash, disengage, dodge, grapple, help, hide, improvise, ready, search, shove, use an object. If you click on them, they'll like tell you what they are, like how you can use them. But essentially, as a barbarian, you're mostly going to want to just run up and try to smash people. Attack's going to be your best bet. But just to give you a quick thing, dash is to run faster, and it doubles your movement, but you can't attack. So you can run 80 feet, but then that's all you can really do. So after that, you'd go into your next thing, which would be bonus action. Now, your bonus action you can do whenever you want. You can do it before your action or after your action.
Okay, so to not overwhelm Cell with all of the D&D bullshit.
Yeah.
Like right now, theoretically, Cell, you could go right here around this ledge. By my calculations, that's about 15 feet, and then this is like another 25. Theoretically, you could just like run this way, and start fucking up. I don't know if he's in the tree or like what's going on.
If
here,
he's on the ground,
if he's on the ground,
yeah.
you could run over here and start hitting him. So like that would probably be a pretty good move, aside from all of the like extra options you have, which we can explore eventually. But with it being your first game, that might be a good move.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's do that.
All right, so go ahead and move your character over to the goblin that you want to attack.
All right.
By 8 because like right here, that's like I said, it's about 15 feet to the ledge. You get around the ledge and then you run up the rest of your movement.
Does it tell me how many feet are, or did I just move it over?
Measure it. So like I was telling you, there's a little triangle measuring tool on Owlbear. You're on Owlbear, right? Where you see the little icons and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, so like you can measure it all you want. It's called a measuring tool. On the right-hand side, there's like all the little tools. There's one that's like a little triangle that has like measurements on it. It's called a measuring tool, and that'll tell you exactly how many feet you're running. If you hold it, like click somewhere and drag it, it shows you the movement feet.
So I can only move, you said
40. You have
40.
40.
That's 25 right there.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the extent of your movement right there where you're at. But now you can attack them. So you can use your action, and you actually get 2 attacks per action, so you can attack them twice if you wanted to.
All right. And how do I attack?
Well, you would tell Ronnie, you're like, I run up to this guy and I attack, and then he'll tell you like, okay, you roll it, or whatever you have to do, he'll dictate it towards you.
Yeah. So
All right.
you run up and you see this goblin, and he's just like kind of laughing at you because he's the one that hit you in the shoulder, and all the other ones missed. And he's kind of proud of himself.
What does he look like?
He looks like this green little shit that just has this long pointy nose, these ratchety fucking like ears that just stick out. You know?
He looks like a fucking bitch for sure.
Yeah, he's just a fucking goop. Like, so yeah, so you run up to him, and he's kind of snickering at you, and so you're gonna go ahead and attack with your great axe. Now, as a barbarian, you have this thing. Oh, first of all, let's use your bonus action right off the bat. Let's go into a rage.
Okay.
So see how underneath, do you see where rage is on your character sheet?
Yep.
And there's little boxes.
Click on one of those boxes.
Okay.
So that means that you are now using your rage, and it lasts up to 10 minutes as a bonus action. So you do your bonus action first, which is your rage.
Okay.
And this allows you to, it gives you advantage on strength checks and saving throws, not attacks. It gives you +2 melee damage with your strength weapon, and it gives you resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage. That resistance to those damage types are what I was talking about earlier, where it basically kind of doubles your health when it comes to physical attacks. And that's what makes barbarians great tanks. You can't concentrate on spells or cast spells while raging, but you're a barbarian. You probably won't ever have spells to cast, so that's okay. Great, yeah. So that's your first bonus action. Now your next thing would be is to go in and go ahead and do your attack action, but you are a barbarian, and barbarians have access to something called reckless attack. And you can find this.
I think it's too much at once.
Okay, so you have this thing called reckless attack. Basically, you can attack with advantage, which is what I was talking about earlier, where you roll the 2 dice, and it basically ensures that a better chance of hitting your opponent. The only downside is that it gives them advantage anytime they attack you. But as a barbarian, you're not too worried about damage because you have a lot of fucking health.
Okay.
So that would be my recommendation, to attack recklessly to give yourself advantage on the attack. And then whenever you're ready, just click on your the +7 next to your great axe, and then click advantage.
All right. So click advantage and roll.
Roll, yeah.
So I got a 17.
17, great. So a 17 absolutely hits this goblin as you're running up, and he's just laughing at you. You take a fucking baseball bat kind of swing with your axe and cleave him right into his fucking chest. Go ahead and roll your damage, which is the like 1d12 +4 next.
Yeah. Did I do just a regular roll on that?
Just a regular roll, yeah.
I got a 10, 6 + 4.
10, hell yeah, cool. As you run up, and who is this? This is
April.
Yeah. 10, perfect. Yeah, you just smash into him with your great axe, and he lets out this as he just like blood spurts out from his chest. Go ahead and roll your second attack.
With an advantage on that one too, right?
Yep, you get advantage on that one because you're attacking recklessly.
And so
You guys hear the
because of
music?
class, you get 2 attacks per attack. So
Damn, 26.
Dude, hell yeah. Let me see this real quick. Was that a crit? No, it wasn't. Okay, cool. 26. Yeah, perfect. Again, you just smash into this guy. Go ahead and roll damage.
$16.
Cool. As you smash into him with your first attack with your axe, you're now like revved up. You're in your fucking flow state. How do you want to kill this goblin?
Just completely guillotine his neck with the axe.
Cool. Yeah, as you run up, you take your baseball swing at him and it cuts the chest on the first one. And then you just follow that momentum. You do a full 360 and just come around with the backhand swing and just cleave his head right off his shoulders. A stream of blood shoots out from where his head used to be. And you're now just bathed in this goblin blood as the other goblins are now looking at you like, oh, fuck, what did we just get ourselves into?
Nice.
And they're now scared. Absolutely decimate this goblin. He's dead. Falls to the floor dead. And I want to say that's it. That's your turn. You don't have any movement left. You've used all your movement. You've used your bonus action and you've used your action. The only thing you have left is a reaction, but that's something that happens in special occasions. Once it comes up, we'll kind of touch on that.
Perfect.
In the meantime, it is now the other goblin's turn. As let's see, as we go through here.
What are we all doing? This is a completely separate.
This is
encounter?
a separate encounter. Yeah,
Okay.
this is a completely separate encounter just to kind of introduce him. I just wanted to give him his own quick little encounter so that he could do it. Where's my okay, cool. In the meantime, after Palpius, it is gonna be Goblin. What's this guy's fucking name?
Krug?
No, Bront.
Bront.
Braun.
Bront is going to put his short bow away and he's going to pull out this scimitar. It's this long hooked kind of sword as he's just like now angry that you killed his buddy. And he is going to run over to you and swing at you with his sword. It's going to end there. And he is going to get a 20. That beats your AC, correct? What's your AC?
15. He has 15.
Cool.
Yeah.
So right away, you're just so caught up in the bloodlust of having killed him before the other goblin, you don't see him, and he just gets right into you. Now he hits you for 7 damage, but because it's slashing damage, you're only going to take half. So you're going to take 4 damage.
Okay.
So on your HP up in the, you see how there's the heal button and the damage button.
Okay.
In between that, you can click on it and then like type in whatever the number is,
So hit 4 and then damage.
and then
Yep,
damage. Correct.
exactly.
All right. Cool.
Cool. And Autumn, now you're 89 HP. And that's going to be his turn. After that is going to be another goblin.
Krug or Dolan?
Actually.
Actually. Prepare to die.
Actually, it's going to be this guy here, Arn, as he jumps out of the bushes
Oh.
and he rushes over and
I don't mind his way.
Palpius as well, getting a this is wrong character. He's attacking you with his scimitar, getting 17. That beats your AC of 15. But he only hits you for 3 damage. I need you to take 2 damage.
2 damage. Okay.
Cool.
Down to 87.
Yep. As this is happening, another goblin across the way, Krug, is going to take a shot at you with his short bow. And he is going to get a 13. Does a 13 hit you?
It compares to your armor class, so.
My armor class is 15.
Okay, so he only got a 13. That means he misses. His arrow just whizzes right past your head. Cool. Yeah, and that's the end of 1 round of combat. So that's good. Now, elsewhere, Vox Tybalt, and Ebrath. You are just finishing up this encounter with the owl bears that you guys were fighting in the last. Oh, you hit the dog!
Oh,
How dare you hit the dog? We're doing okay.
Just nerding out.
Yeah, just nerding out. Sal killed his first goblin. Cut the head right off.
Nice.
It was dope. Yeah.
You're welcome to join us if you want to nerd
Yeah,
out.
if you ever want to roll a character.
You want to unlock your nerdy side?
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, so
it's
let me
like,
ask you
hey,
something. Let me ask
You're
you
gonna
something.
work for IBM, then you need to nerd it out.
Let me ask you something.
I already
Let's say-
deal with
let's
enough
say you're
nerd
at the
on a
park,
day-to-day
right?
basis.
Let's
Can
just
you guys
say-
chill.
Let's say you're
Oh,
at
we're
the
trying to
park.
cover the weekend.
I know. Stop.
Jess,
Yes.
you're at the park, right? Just envision this in your head. You're at the park. It's a
Every-
nice day out. You hear birds chirping.
Okay.
The sun is out.
Okay.
You know,
I'm already pissed off.
leaves
but
are
okay.
green. There's a nice breeze in the air,
All right.
and then you find
Annoying.
a dead horse.
A dead horse in the park?
Yeah, how weird, right? What do you do?
Call 911?
That's D&D.
Charisma check.
Yeah.
Weird. I-
Goodbye. Charisma
cool.
check for sure.
As the three of you are just now finishing up with the owl bears, you start to hear the sounds of like a scuffle nearby. Tybalt, you, as you're finishing up what you're doing, in the back of your head you get this flash of this hulking half orc person who is being completely ambushed by a group of goblins. Based on what you can see in your mind, you realize that it's probably nearby. What do you do?
Do I get a sense of which direction this is coming from?
You can give me a survival check to see if you can like have your bearings enough to know where it might be.
Okay.
All right, I'm digging the music. Just gotta say that.
Oh, dude, did we get some crazy?
It's finally came in. Survival. Okay. That's 12.
12. Sure. I would say that with the 12, you're like, you know enough of the area that you know that it's probably like, what's everybody's fucking movement speed? 30?
30.
It's probably like
Yeah.
100 feet away from you to the north.
I turn to the rest of the group and say, keep your wits about you. There's something in that direction. And this would have been opposite of where the owl bears went.
Yeah, the owlbears are like doing their own thing. They're already gone by now.
Has the group rested since the last time?
Yes. Yeah, you guys should have had a
Yeah,
long rest.
rest.
before
Is this
you-
just farther up the road than where like the road we were taking?
basically? Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It will be, yeah. So,
Tybalt, are you saying anything to the group when you hear it, or am I?
Yeah,
am I hearing?
He did. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can all hear it.
We all hear it. It doesn't sound natural though.
Well, it sounds like combat.
Combat.
It
Like
sounds like what you
steel
know, yeah.
clanging.
Yeah. You hear grunts. You hear, steel clashing against other steel. You hear what sounds like a goblin getting his head chopped off.
Okay. Cool. We all hear it. Okay.
if that's the case, Tib will
Sorry,
just
real-
breaks into a run.
Where are we again?
You guys are currently in the Neverwinter Forest.
Heading towards.
The castle.
And we're like, do I know? I mean, I've been passed out for a good chunk of it, I guess. But like, are we approximately halfway? less?
I would say at this point, you guys have it's been a few days since you guys have left Fandolin. You have been traveling for a couple days. You guys have been in the forest for about a day. I'll say. You guys previously encountered baby owlbear and then found mom and pop. Fought them off, but they were able to kind of be diplomatic.
Oh, well, yeah, Tybalt fucking yeeted their baby at them.
Wow,
Try
I
to.
missed all of this.
Yeah,
That shit was hilarious.
yeah. That
I
was at the
thought I
very-
only. Oh,
that was at
did
the
you
very
guys
end.
start recording early? Because
No.
I only had 5 minutes left. All of this happened in 5 minutes.
There's a whole encounter.
There's
Yeah,
a
it's
whole-
a whole encounter. It's at least
Lasted
20.
like 15.
Mhm.
It was
Shit.
pretty quick, but
No,
yeah.
but I finished like only 5 minutes left, and I was like, Ronnie, do I need to worry about this? He's like, it was just combat, and I was like, but now I'm not so sure.
Well, then
Yes.
so you caught
It's
up. They
coming.
fought the owlbears, man. They fought. They found the mascot and they fought.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's
We had
yeah. I wanted to steal the baby owlbear, but it didn't work out that way.
We're gonna start a rodeo with him.
I just wanted to keep him as a pet.
Could you use them as a mount?
Well, he was
Probably.
too little, but I probably could. I'm a gnome.
Ah,
Yeah. So, yeah. So you guys head off to.
Tybalt breaks into a run in that direction if it sounds like
We're
combat.
we're in our wagon, no?
Yeah, Tybalt just calls out and says,
Yeah, we can
"Somebody
take-
get the wagon."
And
Yep.
John are like
Really?
driving the wagon while you guys are on foot, heading off into danger.
As soon as I see Tim start to run, because I know that's not like very typical, and I know if he's doing that, then there's a good reason. I am going to start running after him and cast Pass Without Trace.
Before you go, I'm gonna say, yo, you guys should probably one of you guys should probably carry me.
I
Carry?
Yeah.
I don't even think about it. Just grab you and like.
Okay. Yeah, just because you guys are faster than me, so it'll take me too long to.
True.
What'd you say?
I said because you guys are faster than me.
Oh yeah. No, like I said, I just like even without thinking, I grab you, throw you on my
Dope, dope,
back,
dope.
and I'm casting Pass Without Trace, which makes us all like extremely silent.
Got it.
And
Yeah.
so that we can like see what we're getting ourselves into before we actually like. I'm fucking balls deep in combat right now.
Got it. Yo, Ronnie, Jones won.
I figured.
He fucked him up like in the first
Really?
round.
They
Subbed
look
him.
good.
I just saw the finish, but apparently everyone's like, this is ridiculous. Like, you can't keep doing this. Like, he fucked him up, had him up against a cage, and fucking choked him.
What a menace.
Damn.
Yeah, 1 round, bro.
That's wild. Cool. As you guys continue up the road, you follow the curves here and there, and you guys find this scene of 2 dead horses laying in the road as several goblins are now surrounding this half-orc person. You
Yep.
see that there's one lying dead at his feet, while the others are all moving in and overwhelm him. I need you guys to all roll initiative.
Let's go.
including me or
No, you've already rolled initiative. I'm letting them catch up now.
So
Cool.
Sal, normally initiative means that like everyone's trying to do everything all at once, and you just need a way to like sort through it so it's not complete chaos, right? So you end up rolling, and the whole idea is that your turn, right? So like when it's your turn, it's a 6-second segment. So like your whole turn is 6 seconds. Obviously you can take longer to like figure it out, but like all of the actions and everything, they all happen within that very short time frame, right? And like a whole round is supposed to be 6 seconds.
okay.
Yeah, a whole round.
Everyone's moving simultaneously during that initiative roll. Like if you're attacking somebody, they're kind of attacking you back depending on what they roll. But like you have advantage on initiative rolls, so like you start very quickly generally. But then all of us kind of fall into that depending on what it is. Like right now you're already in combat, so like now we're joining it kind of. And so now we just all fall into like Ronnie needs a certain way to like work through the turns, right? And like who's doing what and everything. So that's what initiative means.
Yeah, it's just a way to organize like whose turn it is.
Exactly. What am I doing? Rolling initiative?
Initiative, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's a flaccid 20, boys.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Don't ever describe it like that again.
What? No manches.
I'm fine, and I was
Blasted
just waiting to drop that.
God, how dare you?
It's a-
What the
I
fuck?
was just waiting. I was just
I got
waiting.
a
And
22.
that's all the
What
time
is
I
it?
have for
Is
today.
that like
Camping's
a
over.
It's a dirty 20.
it's like a limp 20 or what?
Limp
Like,
20.
like it just
Blasted
it
20.
just
It barely got, it
there?
barely got there.
Yo,
It's like you're pushing rope.
An extra bonus.
Come on, tell me that's not the best. I found it online. I can't even take
That's
credit for that one.
disgusting,
I
bro.
can't take credit for that one. But
We're
What?
live streaming this.
Oh,
I know this is how we're gonna get views, bro.
Yeah.
Oh.
What up, YouTubes?
Oh, we gotta post. I haven't posted. I'll post something to YouTube. What's
Got a
Instagram?
rated X.
I got 22.
All right, cool. Yeah.
You know what I got.
I don't need to say it again, bro.
Cochino, bro.
Cochino.
Talking about a menace. Dave's the menace.
Fucking cochino. Cool.
All right, where are we jumping into this?
Yeah. So now that you guys have joined the combat,
Fuck my shit up, fam.
all right. I'm sorry. What did Ebrath? What did you get?
22.
22. Tybalt, what did you get?
9.
9.
Fine, what?
I already fucking know it.
Excuse me.
Ask. All right. So first up is Ebrath, followed by Vox.
Okay. Where are we at on the map?
You're on there. You're over to the right.
Okay, so then I'm going to
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run it here. And then do I have line of sight on Dolan? Fucking Dolan Duck over here.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. So I'm gonna say can I how long has this been since the owlbear thing?
It's like right after.
Oh, okay, so I still
Maybe
got my shit out. I still got my
5-10.
cannon out and everything.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So I'm going to be like dual wielding. So I got my shit, and I'm going to fire with my all-purpose tool. Like I'm gonna like fucking sight him up, find him in the tree, boom, crack him with my. That's gonna be my firebolt. Let's see what we got. That is an 18 to hit.
Cool, that hits. Yeah.
Let's see. That is 8 damage. Then I'll raise my left hand in sight with my Eldritch Cannon and fire the Force Ballista. Ooh, nat 20, boys.
Cool.
Oh,
That's
shit.
perfect because that now we can explain a nat 22
Oh, yeah.
cell.
Yes.
So Andre, why don't you explain it?
So 20 being the maximum number you can roll on a d20, it counts as a critical hit.
Hold on to Andre, real quick. Quick interjection. So Sal, anytime somebody says D20, D10, D8, that means dimensions 20, so it's a 20-sided die. If someone says D20, that's a 20-sided die that you would roll. If someone says D10, that's a 10-sided die that you roll. D6, 6-sided that you roll. So anytime you hear D blah blah blah, that's what it means.
Okay.
If somebody says, like, for example, D10 plus 5, right? That means you would roll a 10-sided die, whatever you get, that's your score, and then you add 5 onto it. Just
All
so
right.
it will make sense to you. Because, like, I know when I first started, I was like, what the fuck does D20 mean? So that's what it means.
Yeah, it's just a 20-sided die. So when you get a 20, it's a critical hit. So it's a critical success. You get to double your damage die. Frankie, chill out. You get to double your damage die.
Okay.
So D&D Beyond does it for you already. So because I hit a 20, it already adjusted my damage dice. All I got to do is click it. So instead of 2d8 plus 5, it lets me roll 4d8. So I'm going to do that right now. See what I get.
Extra D6
Clack, 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 clack. That's 22 damage.
on top of it.
22 damage. as you see this fucking Dolan skulking by the tree. What are you hitting him with?
I shot him with my force ballista, my cannon, Eldritch
As
cannon.
this concussive blast hits Dolan Duck, he absolutely splatters against the tree as he lets
Yeah.
out.
Fuck yeah.
As just bits and pieces are now just blasted up against this tree. Some of it kind of goes flying over. His buddy, who's that, Krug or something down there? He
Yeah.
looks over and is like, "Oh shit, we got fucking company."
Hold on, do you guys hear all that yelling in the background? Are you okay?
I don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything either.
Making sure because it's fucking loud out there.
No. Quick question, Ronnie, as a free action, am I able to let my Eldritch Cannon crawl up my arm to perch on my shoulder and then pull up my staff of defense?
Sure, yeah, we could say that you did that prior to, or like
Okay.
as you're running over.
Got it. Well, I just kind of wanted to do it because I kind of wanted just the effect of dual wielding, but then to have my staff out, I need a free hand. So I'll just have it like crawl up after I splatter him. So it's just perched on my shoulder, pull up my staff of defense so I can throw down that shield if I need it.
Dolan is dead.
Dead, straight up fucking gone.
Okay.
Deceased.
Drop him.
I'm gonna no, I got it.
Okay.
I have a.
Okay. I always like to leave them just so we know how many we killed and how many we're like
Yeah.
trying to search through or whatever. And I'm next, right? Are you done, Andre?
Yeah, I'm gonna yell at well, can I see Palpis from where I'm at?
Yeah, you can see that
Yes.
he's like in like fighting amongst several goblins.
Okay. So I'm just gonna call over my shoulder after I fucking liquefy that one. I'm gonna turn over my shoulder and say, guys, it looks like someone needs help. And I'm gonna kind of just gesture off into the area. And that'll be my turn.
Cool.
I'm up.
After that, it is Vox
Yep.
followed by Palpius.
Okay, so I'm going to use my measurement tool right here, and I see that I can move 30 feet. It pretty much puts me right above, like pretty much right there. What's the deal with this little fallen tree right here?
It's fallen tree
On the ground, it's very
on
short.
the ground.
Is it small?
It's like there's a bush that's grown through it.
I know, but like
thin.
it's tiny, right? It's not worth.
It's a log, so it's probably like 3-4 feet tall. You have to climb up onto it. Like you can't just like step over it. It's a log. It's a whole ass tree.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah, I mean, if there was any, we have Krug down here. From where I'm at, do I have any kind of clear sight on Krug?
I would say it would be like obscured. Like you can maybe see him, but it's through the trees.
Okay, that's fair. Running up, being a little bit closer. Let me see. I am now about 150 to where presumably Sal's character is. Can I see him or any of like the scuffle going on? Like how
Yeah,
much of that can I
absolutely.
see?
Yeah, you can see all of it. You can see here. It's a little bit obscured because he is up that ledge a little bit, but you're where you're at. The like road doesn't quite dip enough, so you can see him off in the distance fighting these goblins, and you can see that he's outnumbered.
Sal, can I have you tell me a little bit about how your character looks and what I'm seeing in the combat?
That's a perfect prompt. Thank you, Dave. Take inspiration. Sal, why don't you describe what your character looks like to us?
Like so like if you look at the battlefield, right? I'm kind of far, but obviously you just killed the guy, and I see that there's something going on. Obviously, there's like a big battle right here, right where you're at. My character is approximately 150 feet away. Like, what am I seeing? How does your character look? Is he like a big dude?
Oh, he's huge, just
Yeah,
like
okay.
6'8", or like actually I want to put like 6'9", 300 pounds.
Okay.
Linebacker build, wide, broad shoulders, purple skin. He has I think the way I designed his hair is just mostly shaved, balding on top, and there's still hair on the sides.
Okay.
He's kind of wearing orcish armor.
And like thick build, right? Not a skinny guy, but
Nah,
like,
he's thick.
he's a thick boy.
Yeah, he's a big boy, linebacker.
All right. Thick boy. I see the fight going on. And the two that are around him, so like there's the one that kind of came out of the tree. Is he like a bigger goblin? This Arnie?
No, he's just a normal goblin-sized goblin. He just
Okay.
looks, I don't want to use the same token 15 times.
That's
so.
fine. All right, so I'm about 150 feet out. This orcish looking guy, I think I kind of have immediate flashbacks to like Rigongar. I would imagine that like
Red Bunny's playing on outside?
no,
I don't know. I'm doing.
I didn't put it on. You can put on whatever you want.
Don't you listen to that?
I thought you were pissing me off or
No? Did you guys hear all that?
Wait, what happened?
Sorry, not to derail.
It was me.
I see this huge ass purple half work.
Look at casting it to their thing.
Oh my god. So-
What?
I took over their music and I started playing Bad Bunny because I knew they don't.
Francine's the only one that doesn't like him, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Everyone else loves him out there. Anyway, he, correct me if I'm wrong, but he looks like fairly similar to Rigongar.
Oh yeah, that's a good assessment.
Okay. I see this going on. I have a quick assessment of like, this guy probably needs our help. And I know that goblins can be overly aggressive, even when they don't really need to be. And we're on the way to Cragmaw Castle. I know that I haven't really seen them in town. I haven't seen goblins show up to Phandalin. I haven't seen, I've heard people talk about like, they were supposed to be friendly, right? But I haven't seen signs of it. So to me, it looks like this half-orc is being bombarded by goblins. Can I see any of what's going on with the horses? I mean, not to beat a dead horse, like no pun intended, honestly. But does it like? Am I able to discern if like I think maybe the goblins killed the horses versus the half-orc that I'm seeing?
Give me a quick investigation check, I guess.
17.
17. Yeah, like you've seen enough battlefields, you gather that this goblin didn't, or this orc didn't kill these horses. You see that there's arrows sticking out of them. You also see that Krug down here has his short bow out. And it looks like the other two that are surrounding Palpius have short bows kind of like lined up over their like shoulder, kind of like slung around their shoulder.
Okay.
And arrows clearly killed these horses. You kind of put two and two together.
Okay. I'm pretty confident that the goblins killed it versus the orc.
Correct.
Okay. And I think pretty quickly I put together like this was some kind of ambush. Like this was probably not that half-orc just attacking goblins. I perceive a threat, and I think I probably come to, and again, I like make the quick connection between what I'm seeing now and Rigongar, and having a good relationship with Rigongar. Him disappearing mysteriously in a way, but like I never had any problems with them, and I feel like maybe if this guy's from the same tribe, we'll probably get along or something, and I perceive that he needs help. So anyway, I have 140 feet between myself and Bront, and my bow can shoot up to 150 feet without repercussion.
Yeah.
So with that said, back. bonus action and Hunter's Mark. And that's going to be on Bront. Oh no, I can only do 90 feet.
Ooh, unfortunate.
Unfortunate. I'm just going to shoot him. I'm going to do a double shot after I move. Wait. Oh yeah, no, that's right. I just zoomed out. Okay. So 140 feet, I'm going to double shoot Bront with my Ulfa.
Go ahead and roll an attack. You're doing it on Bronze?
Bront. He's 140 feet away. I can
Okay.
shoot up to 150.
Go ahead and do it with advantage because you would be like behind him. He's so engrossed in attacking Palpius that he doesn't even see you guys coming.
27.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that hits.
For 9 damage.
Okay.
And I will use my Swarm Keeper. I have hornets that have attached themselves to my arrow, and I will deal an extra reroll for Piercer. Yeah, 14 damage total on that hit.
14 damage total. Perfect. That's your first hit. Go ahead and so what you see, Palpius, you see that as Bront had come at you and swung at you with his sword after he initially attacked you and hit you with that. You see him go stiff for a second as he goes, "Ow," as an arrow is sticking out from behind him. You also see that there's these tiny little hornets just buzzing around it, just stinging him.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck,
So one more attack, because I get 2 attacks per attack.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 24.
Oh boy.
Or 7 more. Wait, yeah, 7 more. I couldn't do my Hunter's Mark, so 7 more.
All right, perfect. As your second arrow hits him straight and right in between the shoulder blades, Dave, Palpius, you see Bront just his eyes roll back as his body slumps down at your feet and he falls dead.
Okay.
And all you hear is, "Hey!" That's
So
it.
what?
Hey! That's it.
Just hey?
Yeah.
Hey,
From who though?
from me.
Okay, off in the
Yeah,
distance.
Hey!
Yeah.
I thought it was the other goblin saying hey.
No, as he's
Imagine.
falling to his knees and slumping to the floor, you just hear "Hey!" coming over him, and you look, and then you see me back there. And so I guess I'll describe myself a little bit too, since you haven't been part of this. So Voxaslan Nakada is a 6'8", 300-pound. He looks like he's entirely made out of stone and rock and earth and mud and dirt. But he's this huge hulking construct thing. But he's got a huge bow. He is
Wait, what race are you?
it's complicated.
Okay.
But, he has this long leather jacket, goes below his knees, and has this this hard exterior, but there's you can't really see his face that much. There's this hat in his face, and kind of blurs in with the ground and the mud, and like I said, the earth elements. He seems like he's kind of one with that, except with this weird shadowy persona from the leather jacket and just the leather clothing in general, the tough sort of thick leather. And you just see that he's shooting your enemies shooting down your enemies near you. And that is my turn.
All right.
Cool. In that case, the next turn is going to be.
Wait, are you still carrying Ibrath on this?
No, he would have let him go.
Yeah, I jumped down.
I mean, he could still be there.
So
Yeah,
after
So I
that-
see Ibrath standing next to you then.
yeah.
he just ran up next to me.
So Palpius, it's now your turn, followed by the goblin's going to go after you. You see you know, you just got through killing this other one. You turn around just in time as Braun or whatever slashes at you, but it doesn't even fucking hurt. As before you could even react to attacking this guy, you see him just get shot with arrows, hornets stinging him all over you. You hear this deep ass voice that sounds like it's from the depths of the core of the earth just go herd, and you look over and you see this fucking the thing from what's his name,
Fantastic Four.
yeah, you see this.
He's a blue thing for sure.
Yeah, just covered in like rocks. Essentially, he looks like a fucking like rock golem. As he just has this fucking big ass bow out. And you see this tiny little gnome next to him that like barely reaches his like knees, maybe.
That just fucking exploded a goblin in one shot.
The arrow that shot the goblin, right? It has all these like hornets on it, and they're just like stinging and eating him and like tearing him up inside.
Yeah.
It's tearing on my heart when
There we go.
Yeah.
Inspiration. Who's next?
Tybalt.
No, it's gonna be Palpius. You see that there is
nice.
one more goblin still next to you in front of you. You're still in a rage. So again, you have your movement, your action, your bonus action, and your reaction. In no particular order, you can do any of those things.
And movement.
And
All right, let me measure how far that guy is from me.
Yeah, but
Right there.
next to you too, so that's not to be ignored. And if you like run away from him, the best. So you know, we hadn't really gotten into this, and it's kind of a weird mechanic, but if you run away from someone, they can attack you as you're running away, and it's called the
spoiler alert.
Well, okay, I'm sorry, but you know, I wanted to
No,
just
I
to
know,
be
I know,
aware.
I know.
So if you run away from someone, they can take what's called an attack of opportunity. And
Okay.
that, you know, in some circumstances, it's like devastating, you know, if you have like a giant guy with a two-hander and shit. But if you run away from like a spellcaster, you know, they might try to swing a dagger at you and they probably suck at it, you know. So it's like that kind of dynamic where you need to gauge who's near you and like, are you okay to run away from them and turn your back to them? Because that's essentially what you're doing, right? So like the way I always picture this mechanic is you're next to a guy. Are you going to turn your back to him and like run away from him and let him just swing at you? Right? Because like sometimes it's worth it, but other times you're like, if it's a huge guy with a giant weapon, like, do you really want to turn your back and just run away? Because that's a bad idea, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of the way I break down that mechanic. But so you have one guy that's by you. You could probably run away from him if you wanted to and let him take a swing. Or you could just like fuck that guy up, or you could do something in between.
No, I'm gonna fuck him up.
Fuck him up.
Cool. In that case, go ahead and roll your attack. If you want to do so recklessly, you can do it with advantage. If you don't want to, just roll a normal attack.
Fuck it, I'll reckless.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Reckless every time, bro.
he's
Straight up.
Reckless
Straight up.
every time.
All right, so
This is already Ronster Royson re-embodied.
Fuck yeah,
All
bro.
right.
With you in spirit.
Look
dude,
at
I'm just getting Leroy Jenkins every fucking time.
Hell yeah, bro.
All right, so roll with advantage. I got a 16.
Cool. 16. Go ahead and roll damage as your fucking greatsword just gets right into like the shoulder fucking clavicle area on this
Oh.
guy's fucking Sorry.
Damage 10.
10 damage. All right, perfect. You still have another attack.
26.
26. Yeah, that absolutely smashed this guy. Go ahead and roll your second damage.
I got an 8.
8, perfect. As your first one just like digs right into the clavicle of this guy, your second one, you pull it out and just swing into him again, getting him right in the rib cage. As like he's like now like struggling to stand up. You hear his breath is just ragged as he's just like taking these deep breaths, just trying to stay alive. He's still up, but he's fucked up.
I picture Sal like when he's in this mode, he's just like swinging he's going in the circle, but he's just like going back and forth the whole time.
Yeah,
It's
just fucking spinning around
Just
like a fucking Byakugan.
Yeah.
Not Byakugan. What is the fucking
Sharingan?
Beyblade? Sorry, like a fucking,
Beyblade.
I fucked it up. Okay, shit. Calm down. I've had a third of a truly.
All right. Who's next?
Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
You can move still and stuff, Sal.
He will get an opportunity attack on you.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's up to you.
No, like, what do you mean I can move?
If you want to, you still have your full 40 feet of movement.
Okay.
If you break your like connection to that guy, he can do what Dave was saying, like an attack of opportunity.
So
Nah, I kind of want to stay in it. So, like, what do you guys suggest I do?
if you look at the map, do you see Owlbear? You see where the red I'm doing right here? You could pretty much move to like right here if you wanted to. Not necessarily that it's a good idea, but this guy's kind of beat up. Like potentially somebody else could finish him off while you're running and trying to get to Krug. But that's just a thought. Like there's so many options for you. Like,
How's your shooting, Hawkeye?
Huh?
How's your shooting?
I mean, I'm good with my bow, but
What's
He's like,
your
he's like, I'm nice with it. All right.
I'm nice.
Nice.
I would also say like how is your character like enraged?
Yeah, he's in a rage.
I'm still in rage.
Yeah.
So you probably are like trying to get the most blood you possibly can. I mean, I don't know. It depends.
It also depends on how he's classifying. Like, I mean, it doesn't also. You don't have to be bloodlusted to go into a rage, right? Like each barbarian can be different.
wait. I'm sorry. Well, I forgot something. Because of your subclass cell,
Mhm.
you can take an attack as a bonus action. So you have a third attack.
3 attacks.
Ha!
Yeah.
Woo.
So
Let me
if
just
you would
finish
like-
him then.
if you would like to, you didn't use your bonus action. Go ahead and roll in one more attack, reckless, with advantage.
Oh shit! I didn't do advantage on that one.
That's okay. Just roll a second one. Just do it normal again.
All right,
11.
11 and what?
23.
Oh, 23 absolutely smashes this guy. Go ahead and roll damage.
$14.
How do you kill this goblin?
I say I overhand axe right through the middle of his chest to the point where he gets lodged on it, and then I just with my leg peel him off my axe.
Nice.
Just-
Yeah. I'll say,
Oh,
in your rage, your first one got him, boom, right here on the clavicle. Your second one comes up and gets him right in the rib cage as you swing upwards like this. And then finally you fucking pull your straight down and just lodges it straight in his face as like you just push the axe further and further down and then just kick him off of your axe as he like falls in half against the tree.
Yeah, at the end, so I was just like, "Ew, get off my fucking axe."
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So that's dope. He's dead.
Damn.
So if you do want to use your movement, you won't have any attacks of opportunity against you. So you still have your full movement.
So Sal, check out your movement tool. It's the triangle.
Yep.
It'll tell you like, the edge of the cliff and
All right. So
or
if I go right on the edge, I think I'm gonna move. I can move 40, right?
Mhm.
40.
Yeah. So what's that guy's last name? Krug or Krug?
Yeah.
Yeah, crew.
Yeah, I'm gonna move towards him.
All right. Go ahead and move your full 40 feet. You can move your own
Just
token.
be aware of that edge. There's like a cliff right there.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm just gonna go right between the edge and those set of rocks right there.
Yeah.
You know, put me right in the middle of the
Yeah.
It's a good spot.
the path right there.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah. You can grab your token and move it on your own. So you can go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you go to the Owlbear website.
I already moved.
Yeah, there you
Perfect.
go.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Cool.
Cool.
All right. After that, after Palpius, it's going to be the goblins. I'm sorry. Who did you kill there?
They're all dead except Krug. All of them are dead. Krug is the only one that's like kicking.
Real
Fucked
quick,
around and found out.
quick tally of who's dead.
Everyone except Krug.
A's dead.
Aethel,
Bronze,
Bronze.
Dolan Duck dead.
Dolan. Okay, cool. Thank
all
you.
did.
What was the other one's name? Horal?
Yeah. All right, cool. After Palpius. His buddy Frel is gonna come out from behind this tree. He's gonna run up his full movement to be about here, and he's gonna take a shot at you, Ebrath, with his short bow.
Okay. Let's go.
Get a his arrow completely just whizzes past you as he overshoots you. His turn is done. After Frel, fucking this guy Grom is gonna hop out from underneath from in the tree he was in, and he's gonna take a full sprint at you, Palpius. How much movement does he? He can't get all the way over to you, so he's gonna stay right where he is actually. He's gonna like move about 10 feet out. And then he's gonna take a shot at you with his short bow. Getting a nat one. As he goes to shoot his arrow, his drawstring snaps completely. Falls to the ground. As he's just like looking over at this giant 6'9" half orc hulking monster that's running at him in a full rage, I imagine, just full on fucking as fucking Palpius is just stomping. He absolutely fails. His turn is over. After that is Tybalt.
All right, I see a bunch of goblins coming out from under that tree, so I'm just gonna nip that in the bud. So I'm gonna move to where Vox is, knowing that Palpius is out of the line of fire. I'm gonna reach for my amulet, pull just like a bead of light out of it, and just fling it to this area here, and cast Fireball.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, and that's a dex save on my part.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Dex 18.
18. Okay, that sucks.
Edgar, your spell save DC is just
So high.
Mm-hmm.
Not even fun playing with him.
Honestly, mine's the exact same. So
Not even
he
fun.
he just casts more spells than I do.
We just need to get you a fireball, Andre.
Yeah. Straight up, I'd be a fireball boy. I could probably get it now, bro. Let me check.
So who are you hitting?
Hold on, I'm trying to, cause it's Fireball is 20 foot.
It's gonna want to hit you.
20-foot radius. So it's actually a little bigger than this
Yeah,
one
it's
here.
40 feet.
Well, that's
Oh, got it.
that's 40 feet, but like it's clipping, so it's like just a little bit bigger, so it would
No,
it
you
would
can hit both.
catch.
You can hit both of them, no problem.
Yeah, Frel and
like-
Krug.
The token thing does it. It's not the exact same as the measuring tool for some reason.
Yeah,
Which
so it would just like
I'll say
catch
you can get both of them. Yeah, no problem.
them too, and then the tree where everyone's like coming out of to weed out any other ones
Yeah.
and catch that bitch on fire.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely. And both goblins are just completely erupted in flames as this explosion happens, and just as this tree is now burning to a crisp, you hear the like sounds of like goblin screams as they're just being cooked alive.
Yeah.
Our
How
secret.
much damage do you do?
Our secret.
Our secret spot. Fuck. How'd they know?
Yahweh.
How did they know? 30.
Fireball damage, Jesus
30
Christ.
damage.
30 damage to each one. It's not
Yeah.
like divided.
To each fucking one, bro.
Say-
Divided. They.
They
That's,
didn't say they take the full damage.
that's not how that works.
It should. It should work that way.
It is a 3rd level spell.
Cool. Yeah, as Krug and Frau are just completely cooked. You see their skin is now starting to blister and pop open as the flames are just engulfing it. You see the like carne behind their like skin just like cooking to like a brown crisp and
What does it
turns to
smell
that,
like?
it smells like old fucking like chicharrones that you forgot about. And just like it's like moldy and burnt
Why did I
Oh,
even
no.
ask?
and like burnt hair.
Why did you ask, bro?
Burnt hair? Nah.
Yeah. As these goblins just fall to the ground, rolling over, trying to like snuff the flames, but incapable of doing so. They die screaming in agony on fire.
Damn. Does that end combat?
No, Grom is still up.
Oh.
Yeah. So Tib will yell out to Grom and say, "Throw down your weapon and surrender."
Yeah, you fucking bitch.
As Grom is now looking, as he's watching his friends die out, you see him reaching out with his hand, just like, "Oh, Frau, Krug, we were supposed to retire together on the beach. No!" As he's now weeping openly.
Who's paying Goblin's pension? Is what I want to know.
Well, it's funny you ask, but
Um,
there's a story behind
Yeah, we'll get there.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Cragmaw, right?
Yeah.
Technically, Ronster's paying him pension from the grave.
that.
Yeah.
You don't even know, man.
Is there whatever his name is down there, the G guy, he is just too distraught as he is like shaking in fear as this hulking like half orc is running over at him. His friends just died in an explosion of fire. He's kind of frozen in place. He doesn't respond to bolts.
All right. Are his pants still dry?
No, they're very moist.
All right.
Very, very moist.
Figured.
Is there anything else you want to do?
No, that's it.
In a last ditch effort, Yug is going to come out of the tree that he's hiding in, and he's going to take a shot at you, Tybalt, to get revenge on his friends with his short bow. Getting a 12 as he just misses completely. The arrow lands right out at your feet as he just goes, "Oh fuck, oh no, I don't know what I'm gonna do."
Fucking
It
Angel
did-
told me
it didn't
you
reach.
should do some pull-ups to increase your strength.
Yeah. So that's gonna end his turn. After that, we're back up to the top with Ebrath, followed by Voxas and Nakata. You see this explosion of fire happen. You see that Palpius, this half-orc guy over here, seemingly doing okay on his own. Seems to have it under control.
Fuck yeah, I am.
You see another goblin kind of come out and just like whiff on his shot, Ebrath, as he's just now staring at you, like almost pleading with his eyeballs, like, "Please don't kill me." What do you do?
What do you mean, bro? Fucking start blasting.
Anyway,
So I'm gonna take a shot.
I started blasting.
Firebolt, let's go, bitch.
Cool.
25 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
14 damage.
Cool. The first one hits him, and he is just scorched as he's now like wincing in pain as the like skin around him is just burnt. You see that there's like blisters on certain parts of his skin. Still up.
I'm like, all right, man.
So who's left here?
Do your worst.
You?
There's two. There's two. Yeah, Yug and Grom.
Mhm.
I'm gonna let's see.
There's
Force
no Google
Ballista. That is a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Let's fucking go. Only 12. Okay, 12 damage.
With your force ballista?
Yeah.
He absolutely explodes.
Fuck yeah. I'm just gonna go. Fuck yeah. 2. I don't look at Tibble. Like, do you see? I got another one.
Tybalt's just like fucking face palm.
It's like, dude, what are these guys eating? Like, normally people don't just pop like that.
I can't believe I'm a sponsor for this.
Yeah, yeah.
Whenever
like,
Tybalt's
you
fighting,
vouched for me,
it's
bro.
yeah. Whenever Tybalt's fighting, he's
You're pretty
craving
ruthless
violence.
now. Yeah, you're
He's
pretty
craving
ruthless
violence.
now. You're not like Tybalt at the beginning of the campaign.
Been through some shit, all right.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Have you guys ever watched that Jim Carrey show Happy or Happiness, I think it's called?
No.
Dude, really fucking good.
Mm.
I imagine Tybalt as that. Have you ever seen it, Edgar?
No, what? It's a TV show or is it a stand-up?
Highly recommend, especially for you, Edgar, because it is directed by the guy that directed Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Oh, fuck that.
And it's a TV show. And in this universe, he's kind of like that universe's Mr. Rogers. His name is Mr.
Okay.
Pickles, and like Mr.
Yeah.
Rogers doesn't exist. It's Mr. Pickles. It's him. He's Jim Carrey's character. And right before the show starts, he has twin boys. They're identical twins. One of them dies in a car accident.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
and
shit.
then the show starts, right? It's like first episode, they're still kind of dealing with it. They're kind of moving on a little bit.
It's fucked up.
But he's this Mr. Rogers character who has to like constantly be positive and uplifting and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So the show is really just him just like devolving into like madness as he's like struggling to maintain like his like image of positivity and like, you know, uplifting nature and like, you know, goodness, and wanting to like grieve his son and like a bunch of other shit that's happening in his family. And like it's a great show, highly recommend it.
Mhm. That sounds,
Imagine
that
that
sounds
being
great.
simple now. We're like, you in the beginning, you're like, cool, you know, like God's a good guy. Now you're just like, fuck these fucking demons, bro. Let's fucking kill their asses.
Fucking zombies everywhere, cults and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's my turn, right?
No, it's well, if Ebrath is done, then it's yours, followed by Palpius.
Andre?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
That was my I was finishing my action by like boasting to Tybalt.
You know, I thought so. I was just make sure.
Yeah, I'm good. I moved myself too, so yeah,
Oh,
that's
wait,
I'm good.
Yu's done, sorry.
You gotta move.
So the only
Yeah,
one
there you go. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah, the only one left is Grom.
Does Grom look any more physically impressive or like special? Anyway,
No, he looks like a
normal-ass
normal
goblin.
fucking goblin.
Okay.
He looks like his best friend's name is Boblin.
I mean, I'm still pretty far. He looks like fully healthy, you know.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna run to pretty much the base of this tree after having used my movement tool over here. And now I am 55 feet. Pretty straight shot there though, right? It's straight through like the trees right here.
I would say he would have like half cover. I'm gonna give him a little bit of bonus to his AC.
How dare you?
So that's another thing. Another mechanic cell is sometimes you can hide behind obstacles, and that gives you cover. You know, and imagine it just like Call of Duty or something, where if you're behind a wall, you're not gonna get shot.
Okay.
Whenever
Well, you can get shot. It's just harder, right?
yeah. Well, kind of like full cover gives you full cover.
Right. But like half cover, like crouching behind a fucking
But
wall
yeah,
like
let's
that.
say you're crouching behind a log or whatever, that would give you like half cover. And whenever you have half cover, it gives you like +2 to your AC, so it makes you harder to hit. Now there's 3/4 cover, which would give you like +3 or 4, I think, to your AC. I forget exactly off the top of my head, but anyways, it's one way to like make yourself harder to hit. You probably won't ever really have to. I mean, you can. Um,
I'm not hiding.
but yeah, you know, like that's what like guys like Ebrath, who are these like little gnomes who probably don't have a ton of HP. Like they could use whatever help they can, not getting hit. You know, so like they would utilize things like that. Archers like to hide behind trees and then like pop out and shoot and then hide again. You know, things like that. But so yeah. So to my point, I would give them a +2 to this.
Okay. And so also to your point, I will pull out my oath bow. Given that I have like a really straight shot. I ran into like I picture this is a thick stump, right?
Mm-hmm.
But big enough that I could still like I don't know if you guys have played Gears of War, but when you run up, like you run to an obstacle and they like kind of clip onto it. It's like a like and you stick to it and like that's how they clutch onto it and then they pop up and they shoot.
Yeah, that's
So-
pretty good. That was a cool mechanic.
Yeah, it's a really cool mechanic. So I think that's probably what I would do with Vox, like, but not with the ground obstacle, with the tree obstacle. So like, he comes sprinting, right? You have 30 feet of movement. Gonna get that out. And as he's doing that, I think he kind of just like clips on or like does that like sliding into position on right with his back against a tree. And right as he does that, he pulls out his bow, like pulls out the arrow and pulls it taut, knocks the arrow, and speaks his command phrase with Grom. And I feel like it's time for a new command phrase.
Yo, you should start like saying "Let it rip."
You gotta say clickety clackety. I roll.
Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Better than
Clickety
fucking
clackety.
20 or what did you say? Flaccid 20.
What fucking flaccid 20 is what he said, bro.
Well,
Wild.
I'm telling
you
Frenzy.
know, that's okay. You can tell her.
She's pretty proud of you, honestly.
she's just gonna roll her eyes at him.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, let's see. As I'm speaking the command phrase and I'm pulling the arrow on Grom, I'm like, I'm gonna send you back to where you came, Grom. And that's my command phrase to trigger my oath bow.
That's
But
it, bro. We're
that
kicking you
said,
out.
I get advantage on attacks against them, I think.
Sick. I forget, bro. I forget how fucking OP that bow is.
When you make a ranged attack with this weapon against your sworn enemy, you have advantage on the roll. So before the actual attack goes through, I'm like cursing him basically. So on the attack, I have advantage, right?
Go for it. Yeah.
Okay,
He still gets a +2.
it's fine. I'm sure I'll hit with this. Crit,
Cool.
crit.
That's a crit.
That's a critical strike.
So Sal, Dave just rolled.
You critted on your oath bow?
Yep.
Bro, you're about to fucking roll 10 dice.
So Dave
do
just
need
rolled
a-
a critical hit. So whenever you roll a 20 on an attack roll, it's a
I told him already, bro.
You said, yeah.
Because I critted, remember?
Yeah. So when you critical hit, you double all the dice that you use for damage.
But then I'm also going to add a d6 because it's a piercer move.
Oh, that's right.
If I
So-
Because your
put-
feet, right?
It's fine. So roll your crit damage.
Well, this is
Yeah.
crit damage,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm gonna add a d6.
So that's 12 plus 2d6.
Twenty damage on a crit.
So 20 damage as you knock your arrow, the drawstring of the arcane drawstring that exists between the wood of your bow stretches back and you hear it shimmer almost as if it's like it audibly like is just like
Creeping.
you hear the arcane energy just like crackling by your ear as you've done this 1,000 times, 100 times over. And
I didn't realize that it has the string is like made of energy. I thought it was like a regular fucking bowstring.
no, it's like an arcane drawstring. Yeah.
Sick. That's cool.
It like shimmers. Because it has the dragon shard.
That's right.
So
Can I just say, like, as it's happening, I'm watching him and my eyes are just like lighting up. I'm like,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
You hit this goblin straight in his fucking chest.
Can I just say to like for all of us, because we all play disc golf, right? I do the little steps. Boom, 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 drawing the string back, boom, and on the final step I release it.
You would.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's parked in his fucking chest.
Parked, yep.
Um,
The shot goes high, hangs a little bit to the right, and then comes
Wait,
up to the
is there a
left.
water feature here?
Does a little S curve.
yeah.
Yeah.
There better not be a lake or a pond, because
he's making his own water feature out of this dude's blood right now.
He pretended that dude was a tree and hit him.
Oh, speaking of half orc,
That's hilarious.
Right, Dave?
guessed on the when you guessed on the
Rigongar enters the battlefield.
Cal has now joined.
Yeah, no, this is the camera right.
What's up, Thomas?
Hey guys.
Omas.
What up?
Everyone.
Yo.
Sal is
Probably
playing.
can't hear us, but
Yeah.
oh,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, we need another half orc, bro. So
Not wanna
Sal's
play
stepping in.
more
First D&D game ever. First D&D game ever.
Epic. What?
Barbarian.
Barbarian.
What?
Half-orc barbarian, frenzy guy. What's the frenzy guy's name?
Berserker?
Berserker,
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Of course.
Of course you know.
Berserker.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's a
Voxy,
cool subclass.
having like a flashback of Ragongar the first
Yeah,
time
when
I
I
saw
saw
his character.
Yeah. I mean, it has to be. We don't have a safe right now.
Save campaign.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
He's still out there somewhere. you know?
He's still out there.
No,
Yeah, he's journeying.
Chill.
Well, yeah, he died. That's
Got that
what happens.
that ram ring.
Probably.
Oh, that's right. He has the ring.
Mhm.
What'd you
I
say,
just-
Andre?
Huh?
He has that ring. The ring of the ram.
Oh,
Yeah.
he does. Yeah.
Oh, did we let that
They're
go?
mad because when Ragongar left, I made him keep all the items. They couldn't have any of them back.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Bantic too.
Same thing with the
Yeah.
band.
Cause she had the ring of spell storing, didn't she?
Yeah.
I can actually make one, so that's fine. If we really need one, I can just make one as an infusion.
I think we're getting one
Cool.
made.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Who's making one for us?
Who's making what?
The ring of spell storing.
Oh, like in the campaign, somebody's making a ring of spell story.
Yeah.
Fuck, we gotta figure that out because I forgot.
Me too. That was a while
We
ago.
We
That was
asked
a
for
Leylon,
it.
no?
Hold it.
It was in Fandolin.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was maybe the
I
gnome.
think it's dead.
Yeah,
gnomes.
they're making us one. That's right. Fucking didn't Vox end up ponying up a lot of that gold for it because he's rich as fuck now.
We haven't gotten pricing.
Oh,
on
okay.
it. They're just
Wait.
like, yeah, we got it.
Bro, didn't you get like fucking thousands of gold from them?
Yeah. It's loaded now.
That was so that whole encounter was so fucking funny. He was trying to shake him down. He was being such a dick. They're like, and then they're like, "Oh, here's your money." And you're like, "Oh, my friends, my guys."
I heard you kicked everyone's ass, by the way.
Where'd you leave the tab?
In my pocket.
I'm in the way.
Whose house are you guys at?
My Dave's.
Oh, okay.
Waves.
You're truly doing that?
Yeah, I am.
Truly.
What's Tom?
Funny.
No,
It's been a long time.
I know, man. Where you been all Ooh. Ooh.
Pretty girl.
You don't get
cool.
the dog.
Dave. So as your arrow hits him straight in the chest. If this guy's chest was anything in disc golf, it's a lake. Because you fucking hit it.
You just lost, yo, Dave. You just lost half your quiver into this guy's chest, bro.
How dare you?
When you go to grab the arrow out, it's like not there. You just can't reach it.
It's just gone.
The arrow hits him straight in the chest as he just collapses.
Okay, shit.
As he's trying his best to push himself up, struggling to stand to full attention. Your arrow is just digging in his chest. You see the blood pooling around the wound on his shirt as the red just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. He reaches out to you, gasping for air, and just goes, "Please, don't! I give up!"
Who is this, Grom?
Grom, yeah, that's who you attacked.
He's like, "My give up, my give up."
That's who you just fucking nat 20'd.
You didn't kill him with a nat 20?
I mean, you're hearing it. I mean,
You did 20 points of damage.
yeah.
Oh, okay, that's why.
I use my movement.
They have a
on it.
little bit more.
You used some of your movement. I don't know how much you moved.
No, if I use some, it was all of it.
Then yes.
Let me finish him.
Dang, bro. That bloodlust.
I used all my attacks and shit. Like
You only used one attack. That was your first attack.
Oh.
Have a second one. As he's
Um,
looking over at you, just pleading for his life.
God damn it, Ronnie. I hate you right now.
Kill him. Fuck this
No,
guy.
I can't even. No, I'm good. No. Especially now, I'm not gonna be the one.
What do you mean now? You've been a murder hobo this entire campaign.
True.
Absolutely not. First
True.
of all.
Andre, true.
Shut up, Andre. No,
Yo, I can't lie to you, man. You're my boy.
I have not been a murder hobo.
Well,
Who have I
you've been okay. Then you've been
Remember like 2 sessions ago? when
I will say,
interrogating these fucking guys.
That's fine.
And you're gonna
look.
That
you're
was
not a
fine. That
You're
was
not a
fine.
murder hobo, but you have been murder couch surfing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not quite there. You're fucking
Not right there.
yeah,
Your friends still really like you.
yeah.
Like you haven't burned all bridges, but
100%.
you're working on
You're
it.
you're fucking close, bro.
Oh god damn it.
It's all right, dude. It's dope. Airbeth loves killing
You
people.
still have an attack. I mean, I'm just
I
saying.
know I
it's up
still
to
have
you.
an attack.
But he does reach out and plead for his life.
I'm not gonna kill him then. I'm gonna leave it up to Papels.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, so is that your turn?
I did one attack. I used my movement. I still have my bonus action, right?
No, your bonus action was the command word.
I didn't command anything.
Yeah, you did.
What
You
did I
said, it's time for you to go back where you came. That's what you said.
What?
Damn.
Remember
That sounds racist as fuck.
Wow.
you said, "Oh, it's time for a new command word," and I said, "All right, cool." And then you said, "Grom, it's time for you to go back where you came," or something like that. Watch,
Yeah, what did you say? You didn't say that, but you said something.
I'm not even gonna
something
comment.
similar? Watch. After
No.
we're done, we'll
He said it's
said right.
You're
he
probably-
said
he
it's
said it's more
time
than
to
time.
go. He said it's time to go back where you came, Grom. Is what he
Oh,
said.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I put the Grom in
Yeah.
front.
Awful, bro. That is a pun that would make Keeper proud.
I'm gonna have to watch this, and I'm gonna post the link to where you guys.
Okay,
are.
prove me wrong.
I will.
Prove me
Okay,
wrong.
so, I.
That is what he said for sure.
I still have a bonus action, right?
No, I'm telling you, you used your bonus action to use your command
And I
word.
will end my turn.
Okay, you're not gonna use your second attack.
Yeah.
Wow. You sure? Maybe you can.
Fuck
Do
him up,
not
bro.
take this from me.
Do not take this from me. Sal's over here foaming at the mouth.
Death.
Cool.
But you said he doesn't look anything different, so I'm gonna roll.
He doesn't
that.
look different than he looks like a goblin.
Yep.
Looks like
Oh,
imagine in your head what you think a goblin looks like. That's what he looks like.
How Paes El
He doesn't
Señor
have-
is
he
trying to
doesn't have
fucking
special
fuck this guy up.
armor. He doesn't have like special
Get him, bro.
that set him apart. He looks like his fucking brother's name is Boblin the Goblin.
Okay.
All right, cool. In that case, Palpius, you are up. It is your turn as you see this goblin fall to one knee as he's reaching out at this fucking rock guy off to the center. You're so pissed off in your rage that you don't even care who just shot this guy with an arrow. What are you doing?
I'm fucking moving towards him.
All right.
He's within my fucking 40
Yep.
feet.
Absolutely, he is.
And I'm just gonna go reckless again.
Hell yeah, that's what I love to hear, bro.
So
Roll it with advantage.
let's see with advantage. $14,
14 hits.
and then damage. 15.
How do you kill this guy?
I think I'm just gonna go straight across, slice him in half at the waist.
As he is reaching out to this rock creature that's shooting arrows at him, he slowly started. You see him like use his full energy to like push himself up to one knee, and then he like digs his sword in the ground and pushes himself up just enough to like stand up to his full height. And he's much smaller than you. Goblins aren't very tall. They're maybe a little bit taller than Ebrath. I would say he's maybe up to like your waist height. Because you're so tall. If that, you know, maybe even at like thigh height.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to like go down low to hit him.
Okay.
I imagine that you kind of, you know how when people do forehand shots in disc golf, they like kind of do that lean thing. I imagine Albius leans down and just swings with his full force and just gets him right underneath the rib cage and straight through the spine and bisects this goblin in half as like his hand is still like reaching out towards Vox Aslan, but now spinning away from his torso as a stream of blood shoots out and just paints the tree and the grass around you red with goblin blood. You have now killed this creature as you are breathing heavily, looking around, still just in a frenzy, like looking at who your next opponent is. You see the closest person to you is this rock guy, as you guess that he might have killed these goblins, but you're not entirely sure. What do you do? You still have some of your movement, because that wasn't your full movement, correct?
No, I think, let me see, that was,
Maybe like 15 feet, I'd say.
my movement was, let me see. Yeah, that was like 15 feet.
So you still have 25 feet of movement. You still have one more attack. You still have your bonus action.
All right, I moved 25 feet closer to the thing.
All right. Go ahead and move it.
Let's see this. All right, and so I still got an action.
You still have half an action. You use your attack as an action, but you still have your second attack.
And a bonus action, right?
And a bonus action. As a bonus action, the only thing you can really do is attack.
So I can only attack then, pretty much.
Yeah, if you're within range, but I don't think you have the range on it, right?
Yeah, there's nobody, you know.
Yeah.
That's it.
Perfect. After Palpius, it is Tybalt. You see the last goblin get bisected. This giant half orc is now running towards you. You see that Vox is like probably his next target. What are you doing?
Shit. Mm,
He's a scary guy. Look at his token, bro.
Which one was the one? Which one was the one that was fleeing for his
Rom.
life?
Wrong.
Rom? He's dead now.
Let
Are they all
me
dead?
They're all dead.
let me.
Oh, are we out of combat then?
No, he's running at you with full speed.
Who's running?
Palpius is running at
Oh.
you, full speed
Oh,
with his
at
great
me.
axe out. Yeah,
Oh,
he's not quite able to make it to you, but he's running at you in a rage,
okay.
covered in blood.
Oh, okay.
Tibble, what are you doing?
I'll move my full 30 feet, and let me ask you this. In my experience, have I run into similar barbarians?
Yes, absolutely. Well, maybe not barbarians, but you recall your former associate, fucking adventuring partner.
Yeah.
He reminds you of Ragongar in a lot of ways. He's
Okay.
half orc, purplish colored half orc. He is prone to anger. He's a hulking mass of a creature, but similar enough that you see him as like a person, not as a creature. You know, as like another half orc that you've fought.
Yeah.
You realize that he's just in a bind, and I would say you know enough about like barbarians to know that they enter these rages.
Yeah. And so I'll just yell out to Papias and say, "Stand down. We mean you no harm. Take a breather." And as I say, "Take a breather," I'm gonna reach out with my hand, and a stream of blue is gonna shoot out of it, and try and engulf Papias. I'm gonna cast banishment on him.
Banishment. Okay, what's the action?
It's a charisma save.
Okay, Palpius, I need you to roll a charisma save. Now if you look on your character sheet,
Uh huh.
on the left, like top left corner, it says like underneath your like numbers.
Yep.
Your stats, you say where it says saving throws.
Yeah, saving throws. Okay.
Yeah, so go ahead and click on your charisma one.
Three.
3.
Oh shit, never mind. A 4 wouldn't help him, right?
You,
I'm doing it against him, so you could try
Oh.
to help him save.
You're doing it against him?
Yeah.
Nah, never mind.
okay.
What are you trying to get? What are you trying to do?
I
So what
banished
happens,
him.
Edgar? What does banish do?
So the blue is gonna encircle him in sort of like spin, and he sort of turns ethereal, kind of like when we were trying to bring Ronster back, and he like had that sort of ethereal form, and then that's dissipated. It's the reverse of that. So he's full formed and he's turning ethereal. It's almost like he's being beamed up like in Star Trek, and he just like disappears.
Wait,
And
disappears Tibble?
no, Palpius.
Tibble's
And
doing
I-
it to him.
And I
I'm-
call out to Ebrath and Vox and say, "We don't have much time. It's only gonna be enough for him to snap out of whatever rage he's currently in, whatever bloodlust he's in. We need to circle his area."
Well, I will say this: that the spell says if the target is native to the plane of existence you're on, you banish the target to a harmless demi-plane. While
Yeah.
there, the target is incapacitated.
Right.
Incapacitated ends a rage.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's trying to end his rage.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Palpius, as you're running towards this rock creature, full force, full send, you see this blue light just kind of hit you like a Kamehameha. But it doesn't harm you necessarily. It just kind of like shines on you, and you immediately black out.
Okay.
you are just gone. You're asleep, incapacitated in a different dimension. You don't know any of this because you're like unaware. You're like you're not awake. But the last thing you remember is this rock guy and you running at him. It's still your turn, Tybalt. What do you want to do? The spell takes effect. Is my point.
Yeah. While he's in the ethereal plane, he has essentially a minute to just like think about what happened, right? And he's
Wait that full minute.
yeah, because I'm not gonna end it. So I'm calling out to Ebrath and Vox and saying we don't have much time. We only have a minute. He's gonna come back. He's gonna be confused, but I don't believe he'll have that bloodlust that he had.
Okay. Can I respond?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you guys are out of combat.
Oh, we're out of combat. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna walk up then. Obviously I'm not getting as close as them because I'm not, I don't frontline.
Well, also he's not there. Like I left.
Right. No, well, I mean, I will have seen where he disappeared from.
Away, yeah.
So I'm gonna move to right here, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look over to Tybalt and like nod in the affirmative, and I'm gonna hold out, and I'm going to hold a spell. So if when he appears, he is aggressive in any way, I'm gonna cast Reduce on him.
Okay. And then do you wait the full minute, Edgar?
Yeah. I'm gonna move right up to where he disappeared from, and call Vox over to the space.
I would say the only thing I'd probably do is I'm going to set my web to react as a reaction. If I see when I see Palpus or this half-orc creature become aggressive in any way, my reaction would be to cast web.
Okay. Cool. The full minute passes, and Palpius, you find yourself waking up. You look up and you see that there's a tree. You're like underneath a tree. As you are kind of like trying to get your wits about you, you're kind of blinded by the sun a little bit as it's kind of getting low in the sky. You're kind of in that golden hour kind of glow, shining through the tree. You kind of are looking around and you see that the tree has like blood splattered across it. You're not really sure why. And as you start to look around, you see Tybalt kind of kneeling near you, looking kind of concerned for you. You see that there is this small gnome who is got like this little robot crawling on his shoulder nearby. He's got a staff out, kind of pointed at you, and this weird gadget-looking thing that looks like the fucking Doctor Who fucking whatever. I don't know if that's what it looks like, but yeah. And you see this fucking rock guy, kind of watching you very intently. How do you react?
I think I jump up on my feet, with my axe in front.
And you're no longer raging.
No, I'm no longer raging, but I'm just, just kind of like
on guard.
On guard.
Yeah.
But still with a confused look because I don't know what happened to me exactly.
I mean, it's your guys' floor, so. Vox can pop up, but he doesn't really seem to be. He looks more like in defense mode than like attack mode.
Yeah.
I think it's very clear cut. Vox just comes up, peering directly at my half-orc friend here, yelling, "Who are you? I helped you. I need to know who you are."
respond, my name is Palpius. Who are you?
I I am Boxas Nan Lakana.
Say what again?
Yeah, it's hard to pick up on the mic. I am Boxas Lan Nakada, but way deeper voice, I just can't pick it up on the mic.
It came through. It came through.
What are you doing here and why did they attack you?
I was walking along this path and I stumbled upon the dead horses. As I went closer to investigate, they ambushed me.
Why are you here? Period. Why are you here in general?
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Why are you here?
I really thought about that.
Okay, so initially Ronnie mentioned that you were here because your tribe had been slain, right?
Yeah, so very much like my backstory is I'm just a, like I'd say lone traveler. My clan was wiped out many years ago, in a war, and I'm just, this angry, raging half-orc that's just looking for anybody to get in a fight with.
Can I make a an insight check on it?
Sure. What are you trying to
Just to be critical of what he's saying. Like, is all this true?
Sure, go ahead and roll an insight check. Palpius, I need you to roll either a persuasion check or a deception check. And don't
Yeah, more layman terms. So Sal, pretty much he's telling you that.
Are you telling the truth or are you lying?
Yeah, so like he's pretty much putting it out to you to say if
You can choose which one you're doing.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll do persuasion.
Okay.
All right, cool. So go ahead and roll a persuasion check, and then Tibble, you roll an insight check.
10.
I rolled a 16.
Cool. Well, so are you telling the truth then, Palpius?
Yes, I am.
Then yeah, Tibble, you very much so realize he's being sincere. He just got through a battle and woke up kind of confused. You can tell that he doesn't quite have the time to think out a lie. You take it for what it is.
Yeah. And Tybalt just puts his hand up for the rest of the group and says, I think he's being honest. He is being honest. And he says, Tybalt says, Palpius, is that your name?
Yeah.
I apologize for banishing you. I saw that you were in a fit of rage and I didn't want us all to come to blows.
I take a very different approach.
Of course you would.
I don't trust Palpius yet. He's obviously a little unhinged, and I think that maybe he can serve a purpose in our overall group. But for the overall time being, I'm kind of eyeing Palpius up and down. Not to say I don't necessarily welcome him, but I want to know more. And
You're just like, who's this tall drink of orcish?
Yeah. First of all,
Yeah.
Here we go.
you need to understand, Sal. Like I need a little bit of backstory here, my friend. First of all, how did you get here? Who are you, and why are you here?
Didn't you already ask for that?
I did, but I'm not satiated with the answers yet.
Oh, you're gonna be satiated.
Do I need to persuade you with my axe?
I mean, if you wanna go down that road, I guess we can talk about it.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I pretty much tell you that my clan used to live in these parts. They were wiped out, in a war a long time ago. And I just roam these parts. This is the areas that I know. What was the other question you asked?
I mean, you kind of answered it. My other question for Palpius would be, you're obviously fine on your own, but if you wanted to join us, what do you have to offer to the group? What are you good at? And as I say this,
What is it?
Vox is like pretty beat up,
So what
right?
is it?
Because
A weed.
like
It's
like I may have
OG
mentioned
push.
before, like Vox isn't a great tank, right? Like he's pretty beat up, and he's just like he's taken a number of hits.
And then this is the first time I've ever
And
seen
everything.
you without your hairstyle.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick little break because we're being in.
no, go ahead. I didn't know people were gonna be able.
I just have to say, it's the first time ever.
That's a
Just need everyone having this conversation.
Well, like we're in the middle of like deep RP, and it wasn't the
I'm
greatest time.
I'm sorry.
What?
I apologize. I'll leave.
no.
You don't have to leave. Just
But I think they would have liked to hear that. Party's like, absolutely not. Veto.
No, I don't care. Because I don't want to hear out. I'm chilling.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm sorry, guys. I'll leave.
that's okay.
Don't worry. I got it.
What was I saying? Sorry, that was-
You were asking him about joining.
Oh, right. So, as I'm saying to Papios, because I'm still not fully convinced. Like I see somewhat of a wildling, not wildling, but I'm not in those terms, but I see a volatile entity, a volatile being. Where
Let me ask you this: does he remind you of yourself in a way?
Oh, we're going Dr. Phil on us now.
no, because feel like Vox feels way more in control.
Okay.
Well, and Vox has never really had that berserker element to him.
Exactly.
Every single time Vox gets fully unleashed, it's for a reason, or otherwise it's very calculated, right?
Nailed
You
it.
don't let yourself ever really be swept up in emotion. You're very analytical in the way you approach things, except with the gnomes, obviously, but that was neither here nor there. So I'm as you're having that conversation with him, and Tybalt's right there, seeing that he has vastly calmed down, I am still gonna walk forward slowly with my weapon trained on him, and it's not charged. I'm not charging anything, so it's not like that. You don't see any beads of energy, but I'm just a little wary of a gigantic barbarian who easily dispatched half of these goblins by himself.
This is my point, Andre.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I'm not against him coming with us, but I'm like, well, I don't know him. I'm just meeting him for the first time. And not only did he fuck people up, but then he kind of ran at us. So I'm like, I keep him at arm's length for now.
So I'm kind of right there with you, right?
Yeah.
We have like an ultra nerd invading over here. Look, oh yeah, I should look. Get out of here. God.
What are you trying to show?
Nerds, bro. Sorry. Anyway, no, I agree with you completely. I agree with you that, like, at least at the moment, Palpius feels like a little unhinged, right?
Right. But I do see the potential
absolutely
of his, of the utility of having him around. Like obviously,
Yeah,
like you're saying,
I
with
feel like we need to like vet him a little bit more, you know.
right. Well, I mean, obviously meta, but like we kind of know.
Well, don't meta it. Real role play.
Yeah. Well, okay, so obviously I know I'm not young by any stretch of the imagination. I'm probably the oldest member of this party, right? So having adventured quite a bit, I've noticed there's a little bit of a hole in our fighting style, right? I can kind of surmise that even though you tank, that is not your it's a little outside of your ability and preference, right? You do it because
throwing out there too. I was like,
right.
With like as you see Vox, like he's all fucked up.
Right. Yeah. Right.
It's like Palpius, and I'm like, like we kind of know you, but not that much, and like he's all fucked up, right? Like
I'll 100 right. You're fucking full of cuts. You're injured, and I'm gonna kind of look at you while I'm still training my weapon at him, and kind of look at you and like cock an eyebrow, like like I will say that this is something Ebreth has been thinking about for a while. Like who left to leave this hole in the party, and why is it that it has to be filled by either you or Tibble, people that should not ever be on the front lines, right? So it's, and then I'm kind of sizing him up like, damn, I just saw him do some wild shit. He looks like none worse for wear. Like he's got like a nick or two there, right? He's like fully embracing taking the damage. It would behoove us to have him come with us, if only for the fact that it would make us far more effective. But I don't like that it seems that he is kind of, maybe he's telling the truth, and maybe it's just because he's been by himself for such a long time, but something is a little bit off about him. And for that reason alone, I'm just a bit wary, but I don't disagree with you or Tybalt and giving him the option to come with us. So I'm just gonna stay silent, but keep my weapon trained on him. Make sure that I have my both weapons, so cannon and arm raised. I now have my and I'm holding my staff of defense out. Like I'm fucking boom, I got it, ready to go.
And to be clear though, like I at least for Vox personally, I have not extended like come with us. I have not
Yeah, that's right.
Like
none of us have.
Okay.
I just said I believed his story. That was it.
Got it.
Then like I believe that it was inferred that we were gonna be open about letting him in.
Okay, so
but I just said I believed his story.
So then I'm gonna walk up. I'll walk up. I'll walk up like I'm still gonna be out of his range, right? I'm gonna stay like right here, but I want to walk up real close and keep my weapons trained on him and say, all right, big guy, we have some business not too far from here. You seem more than capable of taking care of yourself, but you did run at my friend over here, so we're gonna keep going, and we can either leave you to your own devices, or if you'd like, we could use the backup. We could use your strength if only just for this next little foray. We're assaulting a castle, so we may need the muscle. You don't have to come with us. And if you do, I'm gonna be watching you. And trust me when I say to you that all I need is a couple. So it's up to you.
As that breath finishes, I feel Vox would just step in.
And
It's all
I'll lower my weapons too as I finish saying that.
It's all up to you, as I point to Top House.
To papos.
And then I look at Vox and I say, I charged at you because I couldn't differentiate you from friend or foe. I thought you were part of the ambushing party. And I look at Ebroth and I ask, what's the reason for going after this raid on, or doing this raid on the castle?
Okay. So I'm gonna say I spark notes the recap, kind of like the most recent one that we were talking about, like what's happening in town. But I'm gonna be very brief about it. I'm gonna say, well, there's bad men holding up in that castle. If you're from the area, you know Phandalin, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Okay, so they threaten all the innocent people in Phandalin. I honestly don't care about Phandalin. I could care less. I couldn't care less, actually, is the turn phrase. I couldn't care less. But my friends over here, very much attached to that place. So we're gonna do what we can to shut them down. They have something that is very precious to that town, and we have information to get.
Okay.
So
I will say, Alpius, for your like own character knowledge, you will have known about Phandalin. It's a small town outside of the forest, kind of where the like main roads meet. There is a like kingdom kind of to the north of you, and it is a big booming city, huge walls, very like impenetrable, huge military force. They haven't had a king for a long time, but you know that one of the roads that goes down south is like a main road in the area, and this town of Phandalin would meet like right where the main road kind of branches off to like another road along some mountains. But you know, you don't really go into town too much. You're more of a like survive on your own out in the wilderness kind of guy, I imagine. You know, I imagine if you did go into town, you know, it was for a reason, maybe for supplies or to whatever, you know, get something. And so you've heard of Phandalin. You're familiar with it, but you know, it's not somewhere you go unless you absolutely have to.
Okay.
And so basically he's telling you like they're after some bad guys who are trying to like poison the wells at Phandalin, and they need to stop them to save this town, basically.
So as we're discussing all of that, I have my bow drawn from where I'm at, and you can see on the map, right? And I'm walking up to Pop Hills slowly. As I'm getting closer and closer, it's going a little bit lower. And at the end of it, I'd say I'm probably 15, 20 feet away. And I just say, you have a lot to prove.
Of course you would, Dave.
And as I say that, I will hand over a small potion of healing, like the regular one.
Okay.
And I have it in my palm. And I come up, and as I'm coming up to Papel's side, I just almost like grab his hand and put it in mine. And I give him it's a small potion of healing, but it might make the difference one day. So we can walk you through the mechanics of that, of like how to add it to your inventory and everything. But
What's real quick, I'll see what you're doing and be like, okay. I'll sit down, I'll kneel down and start rummaging through my bag of holding. What kind of armor is Palpass using right now?
None.
Can he use armor?
He can. He has
he
Does
excels
does it detract?
He's better without it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he's better
I'm
unarmored.
basically just dressed in like a leather, like shoulder pads.
Got it.
And, you know,
So you're better unarmored.
yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
I think rather than like gear, I feel like maybe he could use some, you know.
Maybe you could what?
This guy that we encountered would just be like hungry, you know.
Mm.
I have some jerky in my bag. I'm gonna, I hand him the potion, and then I'm like, bet you're hungry, bro.
and I will say
We.
I will say at this point, the nights the sun's getting kind of low. Like I said, it was kind of like golden hour. You know that if you're gonna set up camp, you only have maybe
It's like
an
now.
hour or so to like of sunlight.
Yeah.
And which would kind of escalate the anxiety of like we have to set up camp, but now there's this guy that like almost attacked us earlier, but we're kind of trying to be friends with him. Like, it adds to the anxiety of like the wariness of the situation. Like
Yes.
knowing that you're gonna have to set up camp, soon if you're gonna be able to do so in sunlight.
Okay. I guess with that said, like if I was uneasy, I want to get to know this person slash thing slash whatever he is.
So are we making camp?
Yeah.
But I would say though, as we're doing that, like if Ronnie's saying like we're becoming uneasy, I would want to pry a little bit of like, who are you? Where did you come from? Who are your people? That kind of stuff.
Who is your daddy?
Who is your daddy? No, but seriously, like I would be asking like on the borderline of like prying questions. If I felt uneasy about somebody that was in my camp, I would want to be like, tell me everything about you,
And are you doing this
I'm
like?
trying to pick up on any like inconsistencies or like if they're lying.
But like, are you doing this like as you're setting up camp, or
Yes.
after like as you're sitting around the campfire, or
No, as we're setting up, because the whole time, if Vox isn't comfortable with the person that's like in the camp, like the whole time that they're in there, I'm gonna be.
but
like,
still under the like understanding that like, hey, you can chill with us, but like still not quite on board.
correct.
But if you're willing to work with me,
Yes.
I'm willing to work with you, kind of.
Yes.
But I gotta know more.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Defensive.
Got it.
Still defensive.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, what do you say, Palpius? As this guy is just like, who is your daddy and what is he doing?
Yeah. Again,
Wait. Hey,
this-
Dave.
Yeah.
My survival. That would help me out with like setting up camp, right?
Yeah, like that would be like your ability to like hunt in nature and to like know the direction that you're in, to be able to follow tracks. Like if you were to like say, oh, you found a rabbit's track or deer tracks, and that if you follow it, you'll be able to kill it and eat it.
Okay, so important RP element here. As like we defeat all of the enemies that are attacking Palpils, and we're kind of just around him, and like things are calming down maybe a little bit. What time of the day is it?
It's like sunset.
It's getting dark.
Yeah. You have
It's
maybe
getting
like an hour left of light.
Okay.
Or like at dusk.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, like with that said, again, like I'm like questioning him as we're kind of setting up camp. like I still am asking very intrusive questions, right? Like, who the fuck are you and where'd you come from? Like, you know, very direct, but also setting up camp at the same time.
Okay.
So I feel like our camp would probably be around here somewhere. We'd probably get a better look at the guys around here. I know I would be inspecting the bodies once we got like to a reasonably like comfortable, like we're gonna camp here. Like if we were, I'll put the pointer on, like maybe around here, or I don't know where you guys have in mind, but like something with a little bit of protection around you know, the general road, maybe off the beaten path just a little bit, or like maybe even right here. And I would say, you know, I kind of start setting up camp, and I'm like maybe sort of being a little bit bossy with Pow Pills, but also like asking a lot of questions. And then once if he's like doing a good job of helping me get set up, then I'd be like, you know, maybe opening up a little bit.
All right. In that case, Sal, why don't you go ahead and roll a survival check?
All right. $23.
You've lived in these woods your whole life. You are totally at home in the woods, building up, you know, a small tent for yourself, just enough to cover yourself, you know, from the elements at night. You're used to roughing it, you know how to build a fire, you know how to like build the like A-frame to like cook a pot of stew over a campfire. You know, this is like your bread and butter. You are able to set up camp like no other. In fact, the only other person in the party that's like really good at that shit is Vox. And so I imagine Vox is kind of impressed.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for. Like, just does he have utility for the group? And also, like, how much do I believe him just about, you know, seems like a little bit naive in terms of like all the shit we're going through with all of the like the Cult of Merkel stuff and everything. He seems like not naive, but what I'm looking for. Not naive, but oblivious. Oblivious to all the other stuff. Do I really think it's oblivious? Or do I think he knows more?
That'd be for you to ask him, I don't know. What do you ask him? Did you ask him about the Cult of Mercury?
Well, like I said, I mean, the whole time I would just be grilling him, but
Well, he's grilling,
Well,
Boppo, can I, and throughout the whole setting up and chilling in camp,
and what do
I'm
you
gonna
use now?
I'm gonna go up to Vox and say, good man, you mind if I have a look at your bow?
slap it into your hand.
So I'm gonna kind of not go off, but like I'm gonna sit like a little bit apart and start like studying. So you see my all-purpose tool convert into basically what looks like, you know, a sonic screwdriver, and I'm
It doesn't have to look like that. You can make it look like whatever you want.
I like that look.
Okay.
Well, I can swap it into
Yeah, I
being
imagine
whatever
it's like
then. So,
I imagine it's like a Leatherman. It just has all these like fucking attachments.
yeah. So 100% like, but it's like arcane in nature in that like there always seems to be a new attachment whenever I need it, right? So I'm just like fucking boom, boom, boom. And what I'm doing is because this seems to be the most powerful weapon I've been, besides my all-purpose tool, that I've been around.
Mhm.
And maybe the lightning staff that Tybalt has.
Yeah.
So what I am doing is I am trying to surmise whether or not it's possible to remove the kyber crystal and reinstall it.
Ooh, give me a Oh, I have something for this. I want let me take a look at the character sheet real quick.
Arcana?
No. I was thinking
History?
sleight of either sleight of hand or performance.
Real
But
quick,
I would say probably sleight of hand.
Okay, hold on. While you like think that over or whatever, I would say that also
Actually,
As
I'm
I'm-
gonna change my mind, but okay.
as I'm slapping it into Ebrat's hand, I'm like, of course we're friends. And I
I'm just
hand
gonna
over,
look over at Palpius, just like, yeah, Ebrath, we're friends.
I'm gonna look up at Vox, and as soon as he says we're friends, I'm gonna kind of like tilt my head a little bit and like look him in the eyes and say, yeah, we are friends. And
I with that said and that eye contact, I like release the bow
Cool.
to Ebrat.
So I changed my mind. Give me an investigation check.
okay.
Because you're not actually trying to take it apart, right? You're just
No,
trying
correct. No, I'm not gonna do it for
Yeah,
fear that I
in
wouldn't
that
be
case-
able
in that
to.
case, yes, give me an investigation.
Yeah.
check.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna do it because I don't know if it's possible, right?
Yeah.
So
So-
I know from all of my experience that it is. Oh, hold on, let me. That like from what I'm aware of from my research, it's pretty much impossible to do once the weapon has been forged. But I have like an idea, and I'm just kind of like tinkering with this theory I have, right? So investigation, all right.
And I'll
I
say,
am-
yeah, and I'll say, Andre, that in your research and the like research that you have access to, you will have there is extensive studies into the application of dragon shard kyber crystals and how to implement them into other things, other creatures, other beings. You have access to just libraries and wealths of knowledge on the specific nature of kyber crystals and how they interact with other things.
So I am going to
No.
as I'm tinkering, I'm gonna pull out a journal that
Awake.
What?
Are you awake?
Yes.
who is that?
Are you awake?
Jessica's talking shit about our nerd games right now.
No, she's talking shit about us because we're high as fuck.
Yep.
Oh, okay. What's up, Jessica?
What's up?
Um,
Two? Are you a nerd too?
yeah, for sure.
Biggest.
I'm wearing a Dragon Ball hoodie while I'm playing D&D.
Or are you gonna be other nerds?
Okay.
Have
Have fun.
charades and beat other.
Hey, is it a jackal?
Now you just got too nerdy. Oh my god.
So,
Is it a
okay, so while I'm tinkering, I'm gonna pull out and start referencing from a notebook that no one in the party has seen me open before.
What? Okay.
And in it, it's written in deep speech.
What?
It's written in deep speech.
God, my wife.
So that would be the language spoken in the Underdark.
They're laughing about the jackal.
How deep is it?
So that this would be what would be written and spoken by deep gnomes and the drow and Duergar.
What kind of gnome are you again, Andre?
I'm a rock gnome.
You're a rock gnome. That's what Blood was too?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm a rock gnome.
Yeah, so
Something-
actually,
something-
I'm sorry. Why don't we describe yourselves to fucking Palpius, who's
Okay.
never met you guys before?
So I will say that I'm a rock gnome, so I stand about maybe 3.5 feet tall. I have very angular, almost elven features, very pointed but I have like a very long angular face, high cheekbones. I have lilac colored eyes, and I have a shock of white hair. But I also have very dark skin. Like I would say like I'm moreno, you know? So um and the white hair is not due to age, that's just the
Again,
color of
you're
my
born.
hair. Yeah. I will say, depending on your experience with other gnomes, my coloring would be a little peculiar. And so I'm wearing a coat over this gold colored armor with accents of lavender and royal purple in my coat.
Okay.
And you'll see my little cannon, which is kind of robotic when I'm not holding it as a gun. So it's maybe 8 feet tall, or no, sorry, 8 inches tall. It's got little spindly, like spider-like metal legs, and it's got one large red eye that is also like the focus. That's where it shoots from, and it's kind of walking around me, like walking around my shoulders, kind of like looking down at my work as I'm working. And I'm kind of muttering to myself in alternating between gnomish and deep speech as I'm like referencing notes, cross-checking, making notations of my own, and fucking as I'm sitting, and this bow is humongous on me, right? Like it's literally bigger than I am. So I'm like sitting there and I'm fucking boom, boom, doing my shit. Ignore, like, for all intents and purposes, the rest of the party is dead to me. I'm in my own little world going to work.
All right.
Oh, also Edgar, or sorry, Ronnie, I rolled a 23.
Yeah, because of your research into the application of kyber crystals, you can see how the kyber crystal was like manipulated into this artifact. Like you are pretty sure you've figured it out.
Got it. So
And because this is elvish in nature, this bow, it's a little bit foreign to you. It takes you a little bit of time, but with enough tinkering, and like looking it over and just knowing what the like spells and stuff that would go into like attaching a kyber crystal into like an object, you're fairly confident that you can do it.
got it. So I'm gonna complete my work, and what I'm doing is right before I relinquish the bow back to Vox, and I mean, I'm gonna say this is over, a couple of hours maybe. I'm like fully entranced and engrossed by my work. I turn to the last page where there's only a few notes up top, but they are like emboldened, like they're very important. And I start adding my notes to that last page. If anyone is paying attention at all, they would notice that the writing in the book looks very old, at least a few decades old. My handwriting does not match the writing that is already existing in the notebook.
Okay.
Whereas the writing is very flowy and script-like, mine is very boxy and completely uniform, but boxy. And I'll close my book, walk over, hand it back to Vox, say thank you. I had some ideas, and yeah, I got what I needed.
What information do you have to offer me?
Well, let's just say your bow gets destroyed, I might be able to make you a new one. And I just kind of start chuckling. Like I just told the fucking funniest joke of all time. I just start fucking laughing.
Okay.
Edgar, can you please describe Tybalt?
During this time, you see Tybalt at the fire, sort of tending to it. He's human, 5'11", jet black hair, hazel eyes. He has heavy armor that has lightning bolts, 3 lightning bolts in the center, in the chest, center of the chest, and what looks to be a just like a, what's it called, not a cloak, but just like a full like, not gown, what is it called,
Habit?
like the monks wear,
Yeah, like a habit, right? Like,
yeah, like one of those,
well,
but
I think
it's,
the habit is what a priest wears or something, right? Like, I forget.
yeah, but the armor's over it, so you can't really tell. He has the cloak. The cloak is red, and he's wearing an amulet with, it's in the shape of a sun, and it sort of glows, and as he tends to the fire, he's staring closely at the fire, but with sort of peripheral, he's looking at Ebrath to see what he's doing with the notebook and everything. And he's sort of examining the look in Ebrath's eyes, and to see it, whether it's curiosity about the Kyber crystal or like infatuation with it, you know, like how essentially he's trying to figure out how far gone is Ebrath when it comes to trying to determine the Kyber crystal technology.
Yeah. Real quick, Sal, can you roll me an insight check, please?
$20.
20, absolutely great. As you spend time with these three dudes, sitting around this campfire, kind of watching them interact with each other, and seeing the way that it seems almost like Vox and Tybalt have a much deeper, like, I don't know, understanding of each other. You can see that Tybalt is kind of weary of the way Ebrath is reacting to Vox's bow for the first time. You can see that Vox is a little bit more, I don't want to say like carefree, but like he's not really worried about it so much. He's kind of just like, yeah, whatever, I trust you. You've like been fighting with me, you know, you're my friend, like you said. And but you can kind of see that, like, you know, Ebrath definitely seems to be kind of like the most recent addition, you know, where it seems like Vox and Tybalt have been friends for a long time. You can see that they're still getting to know Ebrath as well, and you're able to just pick up on that by watching the way they interact with each other and the way they talk to each other, you know.
Okay.
But to your point, Edgar, would you like to roll an insight check in any way?
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead and roll it.
14.
Cool. You gather that he's definitely very interested in the Kyber crystal itself. you do see that like glimmer in his eye when he is kind of like getting lost in his work as you see him looking over Vox's bow, studying it from different angles, taking time to just like stare at one place. You can see that like the gears are kind of turning in his eyes, or like behind his eyes. You see that it's
Troubling.
no, I wouldn't say troubling. You see that it's something that he's passionate about.
Sure.
He is very interested in this kyber crystal. But not in like, I guess not like in a nefarious way.
Okay.
But just enough that you gather that kyber crystals are something that are important to him.
Can I make a note, since you are revealing a little bit about my
Sure.
I will say now we've been adventuring for a few months together, and because you're trying to check, this is the only time you've seen Ebrath react this way. You see that I am fully, deeply engrossed in what I'm doing. My eyes are afire with concentration, and
And to real quick, sorry, to add on to what Andre's saying and to kind of just clarify my point. When you see him like getting that lost look in his eyes, it's not like it's almost like he's like lost in his work in adoration of this thing, you know.
and also like determination. Like you've seen a gleam in Ebrath's eyes in battle. You've seen how he can go a little dark when he's interrogating somebody. This isn't that. This is, I'm looking at my life's work. Would be the only way I could describe it.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Vox?
No, I mean, I think we could probably go on all night, but for me personally, I am done. It is 12.
Cool. Let me give me a couple more minutes. I can wrap it up.
Okay.
I will say that Alpius.
Yep.
I will say that, and I'm sure this would have come up around the fire side. We don't have to go directly into the RP, but I think they would have asked you about like like what you've been up to, why were you fighting these goblins, and you would explain that you came across these dead horses or were ambushed. For your knowledge, though, it is strange that these goblins are attacking in this way. They, for the last like 20 years or so, they've had a very like kind of like peace kind of agreement with the like townspeople of Phandalin and like the like roads. They've been a much more civilized race of goblins than you've ever heard of. Like you hear all these stories about goblins being these like thieving, fucking like nefarious little creatures that just want to like inflict harm and like steal gold. These goblins in these woods are like kind of chill. They're kind of nice. But lately, I would say in the past like 6 months or so, they've been coming out of the woodworks a little bit more and not acting as civilized, lashing out almost as if they're responding to a wrong that was done to them.
Yeah.
So it is out of the ordinary that these goblins would attack you in that way.
Okay.
Roll me a history check.
3.
Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, like to you, it's just weird that these goblins are like you're pretty sure that like these goblins have just always existed. You can't really quite even remember that they would have had a like stronghold nearby, but yeah, to you, it's just like that's weird. Like normally these guys are kind of like friendly, like they do business, you know, they have like trade routes that they like secure and things, you know, like but now they're just acting like goblins. That's weird.
All right.
Cool. I'll say that you guys are able to make camp and have a successful watch. You guys can take a full long rest. So I want to explain real quick how to do a long rest to Sal. On your character sheet, Sal, up in the top by where the up here,
I
it's
can
a
show.
long rest.
We can walk him through that offline too.
Um,
Good
Sal,
That's
Sal,
long
if
rest.
you can see, yeah, if you can see my screen, just long
Yep.
rest here.
yeah.
Take a long rest. Resets the HP also. Resets
Yeah,
all your
It
shit.
resets your HP, it resets all your like rages, all of your like special
All your abilities, yeah, you
all
get
reset,
everything back.
All right.
yeah.
Yo, why are you red, Tybalt? Why's your icon
Right?
glowing?
My icon. Oh, it's an effect. It's a portrait effect.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, you can like change
Yeah.
the settings to have like different effects.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, cool. Hey, Sal, thanks for playing, man.
Dude, super
yeah.
fun.
Here
Good
at the
for
virtual
sesh.
table.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me work on my character a little bit
For
more.
sure. And you know, I'll help you. Because I'm gonna give you like a couple like special items because you're pretty far, like level 8.
That's what
I was just gonna ask, what do you, like, does he have a weapon? Like, what's he
has
got?
a great sword.
Oh, damn, bro. He was doing that damage with just a regular greatsword?
Sorry, great axe.
Great axe.
Dude.
Baseline great axe.
Fucking
so-
shit.
I'm gonna come up with some cool stuff for your character to like make them like give them like special weapons or items.
At least a +1 action.
Yeah, like 1 or 2 things just
Yeah.
because like
Dude,
they all have like,
Honestly, we're level 8. He should be getting like a
That's what
+2.
I was telling him. I was like, we're at level 8, you know, if you keep playing, I'm sure Ron is just gonna be like, all right, here's a
Yeah.
couple of cool items that'll
Yeah,
be good for
absolutely.
you.
I just wanted to like be on the same level
Yeah,
as you guys. You
Of
know?
course.
This is gonna be super dope too, because like as you're getting more and more practice, it's gonna be way easier for you to do the one shot too.
Yeah, totally. That's why I was like, hell yeah, fucking play right now.
Fucking legit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But
Hell yeah, son. We got a fucking barb now. We got a tank.
yeah.
Eee.
I know.
And then just like I know that your work schedule is gonna like change and it varies. I don't want you to ever feel like you have to play. Like I always tell them, like life comes first. Cynthia and Julio aren't playing because they're doing like Cynthia and Julio things. I'm like,
Yeah.
good for them.
Well, it's always like we almost never rock with our full group because everyone's
Mhm.
an adult doing their own thing. So like there'll be weeks where we don't play because there's too many of us out, right? Like
Mhm.
we were gonna play without Sal, we were gonna play with our minimum, which was 3, when we have a group of 6 now, right?
7
Or
now.
7.
7 because of Sal, that's right.
Yeah, Sal's 7 now.
It's gonna be a
Well,
crazy,
even
crazy
though-
table when everyone's here.
But you know what's dope though is that just means that we have more variables for a minimum game. You
And
know,
Susie, because I know you're gonna watch this because you're a creep like that. You can play.
He's watching a movie right now.
Yeah, but this is gonna be on YouTube,
Just
so
give
she's
it
gonna
time,
go
give
back.
it time.
I shouldn't have even said that. Damn it.
All right, guys, I'm tapping out. Good night. Good
Yeah.
peace out. Love you.
Yeah.
Good
All
night.
right,
Night.
Good night.
for everything.
Everybody. See you.
Dude, that was fun. I got to fucking fully RP for the first time in a minute.
Yeah, it was cool. That was a good little intro sesh for Sal. I hope it wasn't like too overwhelming.
Nah, kind of want to learn more now.
Yeah, and that's why I tried to give like a little bit of everything. Like I had you roll a couple ability checks. You got a save in there. You got your attacks. All that. So I was kind of just trying to give you a little bit of.
And that's the easiest way to learn this game too, is just by doing it, Like, I mean, Sal, you played WoW, right? So like you learn more as you play more, as you level up, as you get more abilities, you kind of get more nuance with the game. It's the same thing, With this, it's like you can only be told so much. The rest is like you learn as you go, you know, having to use his
Right.
abilities, strategizing your moves and being like, okay, cool, well, this move is this move is that, I do that, this is X extra
I'm-
damage.
Bro,
Hey,
I'm the
Um,
best ever.
no,
If you're not
I'm
good,
the
don't be on my team.
Look, look.
there's another
Oh my
there's like
fucking-
another mechanic too, where like if you
Is it a
flank
tackle?
a character,
I don't watch.
you get automatic advantage on
Oh,
attack.
really?
Okay.
So like, let's say you and I are both engaged in combat with the same character and you're like, you don't even have to be right behind them. You can be kind of off to a corner. As long as they're engaged with somebody else in your party, you get to attack with advantage if you don't already have advantage. Like you're a barbarian, so you kind of will always have it as long as you're using your abilities, like you're reckless and stuff like that.
Hey, real quick, I'm piecing out. Andre,
Okay.
I made the host, so if you guys want to stay on, that's cool.
Okay, cool.
Um,
Yeah, I'm down. I'm gonna stay on for a couple minutes.
All right.
Yo, so how'd you like it?
So far, so
Interesting,
good.
huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, I told honestly that night we were talking about it at the brewery when I was like
Yeah.
when you're asking about mechanics and you're like, damn, I kind of want to play. I was like, fucking, I got him, bro. I fucking got him. I'm glad you're finally joined, man. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, I'm working on my character right now.
Hell yeah. So
On
you
Hero
went
Forge.
oh hell yeah. Yeah.
Got him smoking a cigar.
Sick.
Do it.
Yeah, dude. We're so this next session we should be storming that castle. It'll be pretty fun if you're able to make it.
Yeah, definitely. I should be able to. Oh,
Where's work taking you?
I'm gonna be local for a while.
Mm.
And then come in like beginning of April.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be going down to San Diego.
Oh, dope. Okay.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, we were just there last night.
like almost a 3-week project down there, like 18 days.
Hell yeah. Cool.
Should be maybe if it all goes well, I might be able to hang out with Edgar down there.
Yeah, dude, we were just we stayed at his place and then so we had a wedding last night and then we did like brunch this morning. And then before we headed out, it was dope. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's cool.
brunch down there in San Diego, or
Yeah, we in North Park, we went to Breakfast Republic. We'd
Okay.
never been like dude, we've been trying to go to that spot for like 5 years and it's crazy because it's super popular. So it's like crazy packed every time we go. And normally we go and it's like, oh, it's like an hour and a half wait. So we just go somewhere else. This time it was only like 35 minutes and we were still on the way there. So like we were hanging out outside. My other buddy who lives in North Park met up with us. And then yeah, it was chill. It was a really good spot.
Nice. I think we'll be out there next weekend for
Oh, for disc golf?
yeah.
Hell yeah. Sunday? That'll be fun.
Yeah, so well, I'll be out there Saturday because I'm gonna go with Susie down to the San Diego Zoo.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, the zoo and the wild animal park is fucking sick out there.
Hopefully we could do it all. And
Yo, I don't know if you guys like zip lining, but you can zip line at the wild animal park, at the safari park. It's fucking super sick. We did that for our anniversary a few years back. Actually, I think it was before we were married. And it's so super sick. So like they have you do it like 2 times before you do the big line. You do the first one, just teach you how to sit in the harness, how to slow down, how to stop. You do like a slightly larger one so you can get a little speed so you know what to do. And then they fucking drive you up and they give you kind of like a tour of like the whole back area and they give you like history. It's really cool. Then you get up to the fucking top. There's like this hill that overlooks everything in the safari park.
Mhm.
And then you fucking zip line all the way down above this. It's like you see fucking elephants and giraffes and rhinos and shit running around. It's super
Oh,
sick.
Got to look into that then.
Yeah. And dude, it's not like we did it years ago, but like it's not that expensive, dude. It was like $70 a person or something like that.
Yeah, that's where
And
we saw the tickets was around there.
Yeah. And you can like reserve your time. I would say if you guys want to do that, probably look into times now. So you can be like,
Okay.
all right, cool. When do you need to be down there, you know?
Yeah, I'll definitely look into that. I think we're gonna do that tomorrow. Look at the ticket information, all that.
Oh yeah. Dude, I love this fucking safari park. It's so sick. Fucking hella fun.
Yeah.
Did you finish your character?
Uh, still working on it. I think I'm gonna call it a night because
Yeah.
yeah, I'll finish it tomorrow probably
Yeah.
when I have time.
Yeah,
And
make sure you post it in the Discord once you're done. So
Okay.
when you so from the main page after you build them, you can save them and it's free. It only costs money if you want to like build the actual mini. So there's an option if you go up to characters where you can take a screenshot and you can just save that screenshot and just post it into the Discord, and that's what you would use to make your token for Owlbear.
Let me go to my heroes.
You see what I'm talking about?
Okay, it's loading.
Here, hold on. I can actually.
So okay, it's loaded right now. And where do I go?
Hold on. I'm logging in real quick just to see exactly where it's at. Okay, all right. So I'm going to, where is it at? Okay, you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go up to so I go up to my character, go down to screenshot right here, and then you can just download right here. And you can kind of angle them too. So like if you're like, oh, that's a weird angle, you want to put it like boom right there, and then it'll screenshot from whatever the last position is.
Let's see.
And then
if
you
I
can just
can
hit
add it.
download right here.
I'll add it to the character.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a little, oh, you know what? Let me fucking pull off this crossbow. Why the fuck is he wearing a crossbow still?
Yeah, buddy. Oh, why is it low like that?
What do you mean? Oh, so if you want to change his position, just click and drag while holding down the left click.
No, but like, that's weird. Hold up. Let me delete it. Let me open it up again. Check over here. Screenshot came out all weird.
Oh, did it?
Looks fine here, so.
Yeah, that's pretty legit. That's what I want. That's a fucking.
Let's see. Let's see, checking the characters.
Let's see here. Character shit?
Yeah,
I don't see anything yet. Did you just post it?
yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, wait. There it is.
Oh, yeah. That fool looks burly as fuck.
I'm still
Fucking
probably gonna work
cigar.
on the colors.
The cigar. Oh, yeah. Oh, you just gotta change his skin tone. That'll be easy,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
just-
that.
I'm playing with it still.
Dude. Dude, I would say I mean, you could even make them taller than 6'9", because orcs, half orcs can get huge. Like Tom's old character was like 7'1" or 7'2". Cause that dude's, I mean, you're basically gonna be like the biggest character.
Like, how do I go? Like,
Change skin tone?
because I did the whole build, like build up, like. Oh wait, there you go. Height.
Yeah, just go to colors. Colors and then
Okay.
go to body.
Yeah, because right there where he's at, he's 6'9".
Got it. Oh, you mean you did the slider for his
Yeah.
size? Yeah. Well, I mean, you can do that, and I mean, you can just do whatever you want. But like, and then so if you're gonna change his skin tone, go up to go down to color, and then you can let's see.
Under
So
theme.
yeah, so no, so we'll go to color, just go to body. And then you're gonna see all the options, hit the gear, and it'll give you, you can go specifically for skin tone.
All right.
Yeah, like you can make yeah. And then so you go to skin, and then you'll have to go up to, so skin 1 is for the body, and then skin 2 is for the face. Yeah, you can make them like straight up purple. You make them kind of
Yeah.
blue gray, like it's pretty legit.
Yeah, he's gonna be purple.
You
It's gonna look like Barney out there.
just like a deep purple.
Yeah. He's a deep purple. Might change the color of the scars though now.
Make them darker or something,
Yeah.
or lighter, depending how dark he is. Hell yeah.
Yeah, definitely gonna do that. Yeah, I might just go lighter on the. Yeah, I'll play around with this more.
Hell yeah. All right, bro, you gonna take off?